Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Thursday. We're so glad you're with us tonight. We are continuing our huge #1 most wonderful event of the entire year, of the entire company. It's actually the best event we do of the network, so we're so glad you're with us, because this is when you get a huge savings, bigger than normal. We love our values every day, but this is where we are taking discounts upon discounts upon discounts for you. So this is where also you make requests, because this event is scheduled to end on the 11th of February. Today is the 6th, so it only gives us a couple short days, and with a busy weekend ahead, we'd like to encourage you to think about those pieces that you'd like to have out of our inventory, because our inventory is your inventory. This is your future jewelry and the makings of an incredible collection that we'd like to get you a chance to own at the most incredible values. So this is what also we'd like. Although we have an incredible show planned, we're also looking forward to your requests. I've been taking a number of those already here today and all morning and afternoon and now into the evening hours. So glad to say we have some of what you're looking for. Maybe not everything. Remember, as this event wears on, it did kick off. Kicked it off on Saturday morning, just this past Saturday, and we only got a couple days left. So there are pieces that are more limited. Obviously, if it comes out and sells, it's gone forever. This is where we see the biggest discounts and the biggest values. So think about the wish list items. Think about something maybe you're not even sure we have, but it's worth a phone call to see if we've got it for you. And if we do, we bring it right on out for you. So an exciting night ahead, 3 big hours live from Los Angeles, a cold, dreary, rainy Los Angeles. We're thankful for the rain, though. And so just be aware, allergy central up here, so bear with me as you'll hear a couple sneezes and sniffles here. The rain does it to me every time. I'm a Southern California girl. I'm not used to this, okay? We get rain like once every 2 years. So when we get rain, it makes me a little crazy. So again, I will be giving values, and I'll tell you what, we got a lot of special pieces on the way, including some brand new as well. So looking forward to all of that. Plus, I did bring out some favorites. You know, I've done countless sales here. In my 8+ years here at TVON, I've had a lot of sale events, and none get better than this. But I will tell you, without fail, the most popular item of any sale event is one item: anything diamonds. So it really opens it up, and we've got a very, very special bracelet today. Hasn't been shown yet in this event, and also earrings that I'm going to bring you as well. So if you do love our VS diamonds, and you know how, again, it's a little bit less stressful on the diamond front, because we have a couple of quantities. So everything else you see is what you see on the air is the one you receive. So with colored stones, they're all one of a kinds. The exception would be our diamond pieces. So I've got a few of those for you tonight that are hand selected, that are favorites, but have not been seen. So looking forward to that as well. But are you ready to get started? We've got quite the show. Speaking of diamonds, we've got some in an earring, but this is actually, to contradict my point, this is actually one of a kind earrings. So only one pair here. 111 7448 is your item number, and it's going to be actually an earring that I think these, yeah, they do. They sit up the way that they're supposed to, so that you can get an idea of what they look like here, or when they will be on the ear. So there you go. It's kind of like that crisscross style. Remember, a lot of these one-of-a-kinds, I am just reminded, of course, I got to choose, as usual, I get to choose my colors, and being in black and white tonight, I decided to go with my other favorite colors, which are pink and red, and reminding that we are only a week away from Valentine's Day. It is a week from tomorrow. So I thought, good reminder too, that with the sale event, not only do you get the best values, but also these one-of-a-kinds can, for the most part, be out to you. Exceptions would be gold color changes, but earrings like this, one-of-a-kinds, they can go out tomorrow. So you'll have them early parts of next week. So if you are shopping for something for a gift for a loved one, or something for yourself that you want to treat yourself to on this Valentine's Day 2025, just a reminder, this sale comes at a good time for that. So it is a great time. But again, if the values being as good as they are, it's honestly a time to shop for, as crazy as this sounds, Christmas and Hanukkah of this year, which may be 10 months away, but you're not going to see better values than this, so might as well take advantage of what we've got them. This is a one-of-a-kind earring. It stays in the white gold. What it is 3 different separate rows of gold, one being done in diamonds that are going to actually kind of wrap over the other 2 open bands of the gold. And of course, it is a hoop, actually, and it's going to be a really simple click-in closure. So it's got this straight post. This is what they look like from the side profile. They mimic the look from the back, but of course, just without diamonds there in the back. So you get your diamonds in the front, so you'll be able to differentiate easily. But really nice half-inch style. They've got a beautiful way to dress up a hoop, plus of course the left and right design. You see how they're mirror images of each other, so that really makes sense as well, in that you can obviously wear them like this, or you could switch them around, have them on the other way, whatever you need. So it's a beautiful look, and you get to decide if you want those kind of, it's like it creates that X design, not just within the individual earring, but almost as the pair overall. So thrilled to have them. They are super affordable. They're not going to be $9.99. And I think for all of us who love hoop earrings already, who dedicate a whole maybe jewelry box to your favorite hoop earrings, this is a way to get that elevated different style so that you're not just, you know, shopping for the same. Now we will have classic 312s. I'm really excited about today. We have 312 diamond inside out hoops, which are some of our largest, but also really, really wearable, because sometimes with the bigger diamond weights, they get longer, and then that doesn't work for everybody. So we're going to give you a great classic styling that has the big diamond weight today, but that's really traditional. This is where you can step outside, get that crisscrossing action, just gives you a great look. And it's going to be that 11 points in diamonds. We'll make them better than $9.99, $8.88. I'm thinking we go under $500 to get these gone here tonight. It is $4.99. Of course, there's going to be an extra 50 plus off that as well. So I'm trying to decide which one. I kind of like the idea of this side on my left, so we'll just try them on real quick. There's a really pretty, it's just a basic hinge, but it's so easy to maneuver. I mean, it's just one click and you're done, right? One click, they're closed. Take a look at them on just so you can see how they look from a distance, just to give you kind of an example of what they're going to look like from a distance away and how they have this beautiful crisscrossing X design. So that's the length they're going to get. They are $4.99 and an extra over $50 off that as well. So we'll go back to them up close to get you one last look before they're gone. Remember, that is a one of a kind. It's a rare diamond piece that we only have just the one pair of. So huge value, and make sure that you let me know if you love them, because those are going to be gone in a hurry. And then also, we have got a new Panther. I do have a cat's eye, really affordable cat's eye for you as well. It's going to be our cat's eye chrysoberyl. So we love those. They can be there's a lot of varied colors available in cat's eye. I mean, it's not really an available stone. I should rephrase that. It's a lot of different colors when you do find them, and usually they're more yellow. I have one that's exceptionally green tonight. Oh, and by the way, the not scheduled, but thank goodness it was requested. We have the nail ring coming out. Can't decide which way I like is up right here, but this is going to be our beautiful, almost like a really complex ribbon, almost ribbon meets highway design in baguettes and rounds together. So yes, we will bring out the nail ring. That is the nail ring that followed the bangle that's so famous, and it's always popular. And I have most everyone coming back for a second or a third at this point. So we do have that coming up a little bit later, but here is 112-6001, and it's going to be another one of a kind. Pretty much everything. Again, I'm going to have only a couple exceptions, a diamond bracelet and the inside out hoops later, but everything else I'm looking at in front of me is a one of a kind. So just, you know, feel comfortable in that this is what you see on the air is what you're going to get. Obviously, platinum here, it stays as is. It's going to be a 133 on the oval. Cat's eye chrysoberyl. It also has 54 points in diamonds. And then you've got mostly baguettes. Actually, that's one big marquise. See it over here on the left side, tucked in between those ribbons of baguettes. And so a really cool design, and it has a little more of the true greens. That's what I find a lot more attractive. Just on a personal note, and I think a lot of us probably share this, is that when they get too yellowy, I think they're maybe sometimes a little more of an acquired taste. I like when they're more of that green color, because it really does look like a cat's eye. So you get that really prominent green. There really is no yellow to this stone. It is just that beautiful green, and kind of a dustier, softer side of green, more so than, let's say, you know, when you get emeralds and tourmalines, and there's a lot of great green stones out there, but this is a very unique color. And then it has that really strong and defined chatoyancy as well that runs right down the center. So this is our 133, 54 points in platinum. It is not going to be that 28.88. I'm going to do a lot better for you. And happy Thursday, everybody. The weekend is almost here. What a fun weekend it is going to be as well. So we'll be here sailing together our last few days of the sail, and then of course big party weekend for all of us to enjoy. So I think that, again, we're all in for a treat this weekend, and we got a lot of shopping to do, and we are clearing out inventory. Everything in the inventory is eligible. So again, want to make that clear. Everything that is here, so if it's sold, I can't help that, but if it's here, the entire inventory is up for grabs at this discount. So keep that in mind, and that's why you want to make requests. It's not too late to get your favorite pieces, but you got a couple days left. And here we go with this one being, you know what, under $1,000. Let's try that instead. And it's still in that fabulous platinum. And yet it is not going to be on for $9.99 either. So this is going to be a really important way to go. And I apologize if you're watching online, because you usually see us on TV. It doesn't look like we're broadcasting yet again on TV. This happens more often than not, it seems like. So apologies. Hopefully we'll be back up and running any minute. But again, I don't know. Take a look at that. There's the cat's eye chrysoberyl on the hand, and it's not going to be $9.99. Let's give it away. That's what we're going to have to do. If we're not on TV, there's going to be a tough challenge ahead. So it means the values are going to get even better, and we're going to take it on down right now to $949. So Boy, those online feeds come in handy. And actually, well, this is good. Thank you. So Linda, by the way, I know that I've been emailing back and forth with you, Linda B. I don't know if she's able to watch, but I'll just say, and what's, you know what, Linda, if you are watching, Linda B had asked for some Tanzanite drops or Tanzanite earrings. I do have one pair. We just got finished. They just got made. So we've got one pair of Tanzanite earrings with emerald cuts. I also have, we're going to see some Demantoid tonight, some diaspores, and do have a ruby as well, which is always pretty popular for our Valentine's Day shoppers. All right, so that's $9.49, and of course, after your 11% discount, you're going to get an even better value, and that will be down to just $8.44.61. Okay, so let's continue on. Got a lot of great pieces to show you, and again, one of a kinds mean we got to move extra fast. So here we go. This is a Panther style as well. Now, this one's done a little differently than some we've seen of late. A little less on the gemstone weight throughout the Panther. You see the diamond eyes, and grasping onto that link, that horse bit style with that texture on one side. It's all done in 18 karat gold, and it's going to be rubies. And there's rubies among the texture. There's a little bit of platinum. That's actually where they set the diamonds into that link. So you've got that, and then of course all those round rubies diamond cut in that texture, which then the mirror finish meets up with that. And you've got just a little bit of platinum, 18K for the most part at 7448, and a one-of-a-kind Panther piece here tonight. So huge value, 35 points in ruby and 15 points in diamonds. And so another new one for us, and I love that we can still, what's that? Oh, okay. Well, I like that they give us that every 10 minutes start of the show. Put us off, I don't know. So again, if you were watching online because you were looking on TV and we weren't there, and you prefer watching on TV, as most people I hear do, go ahead and go back to direct dish, whatever, however you watch. But so again, we're going to talk about platinum and 18 karat gold here, mostly 18 karat gold, platinum for that little setting where we would normally put white rhodium. They put the platinum just to be a beautiful jumping off point for the white diamonds to show off how white and bright those are. So take a look at it. It's going to be 35 points plus the 15. One only here, and we'll blow it out. It's going to be $9.99. Huge value on our Panther. And by the way, a lot of you have been asking me for these designer pieces that have the baguettes and the rounds together. What do you think? That's one we have not seen. It's a new style. So if you're one of the many that miss out on those because they're very, very sparse, they're here and they're gone and they're really important pieces, well, we do have that fabulous rose and white gold combination piece for you. So then we've got, okay, so this one's $9.99. I got to try it on for you as well because it's a nice big piece. And if you look at it from this direction, it's going to really show off. That might be an idea to wear it on the pinky or the index just because it is so directional, so you can do that if you want. And then you got the back with the texture and the rubies there as well, and then your diamonds on this side. So really special look, and don't forget about the diamonds in the eye. This one almost feels a little bit like it could be a little more universal than just a Panther. I mean, I look at it and sometimes I see different types of looks and motifs. So again, it's one of those really heavy rings. Again, mostly 18 karat gold. It's really large and bold, and yet for $9.99, it's really $8.89.11 if you'd like to get it. So reminder, we have diamond pieces. I would love your request. Risa, let me know if you're with us. I can show you the peacock rings that I have. I know that's what, it's cute. A lot of people have been asking, well, I know I like this mounting, so just bring out anything and everything you have in this mounting. Well, we've been doing that. Unfortunately, not a lot here in a couple of those famous mountings, but I do have the peacock ring here with 2 different stones. So I know, Risa, you were looking for those. They are some of our more exotic stones, I will admit. We've got a star sapphire that's verging on ruby, and then we also have a rare. Did you know the Tanzanites come in yellow? Technically, we don't call them Tanzanites when they do, but there is such a thing as unheated material. And sometimes you get really unusual or unique colors, not just blues and greens, but sometimes with your Tanzanites, if they do escape all heat treatment, they will give you unusual colors. So we've got one tonight. Come on over and take a look at the Panther one more time, and we'll see if anybody would like that one. And then we are going to show you a really cool, we've got a gorgeous Congolese tourmaline. I've got a really important imperial. All these one-of-a-kinds must go. Everything must go. I mean, that's really what this sale could be called. That's what it's all about. Take a look at that. That is just one striking stone, and like so many, it just needs a little bit of polishing through the back, and I can't get back there because I don't have all the tools up here, but this is a super clean stone, and you can see it there. There's just that little tiny bit of where it just, again, a little steam cleaning is going to help that along, but look at that. For a very Paraíba-esque type of color here, this is very important. It's going to be 1125888, and that is, I think this one looks to be new here. It's a 347 emerald cut. It really is amazing, isn't it? This big, big presence. So, hey, Tracy, well, safe travels to you, and thank you so much for your kind words. And hi to William. William P., thank you so much. That is very, very nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But here we are with this really bright, again, if that's not a Paraiba color. And yes, tourmaline and Paraiba, they're the same. A Paraiba is a specific type of tourmaline, so this is still in that family. This isn't just a look-alike. It's not, doesn't work that way. It's not just a look-alike, but it just so happens that this is such a new find that it may be, it's either one of two things. It's either a copper-bearing stone and we're not pricing it as such, or it is just the best look-alike ever without the price tag of a copper-bearing stone. And that is where I think a lot of people who love Paraibas, and myself included, knows that even, for example, I had a carat 77 just a day or two ago, and that carat 77 was still $13,000 on sale. This stone is larger. It may or may not have copper content. There hasn't been enough comprehensive testing done as of yet. And the reason for that is there hasn't been a lot of the material mined as of yet. Plus, we kind of have the monopoly on getting every bit of it as it's mined. So it's really one of those that you're not seeing a lot of, and yet to get that size and to get clarity and everything that we love about Paraiba, because I don't know about you, but when you receive a compliment on your ring, most people say that is a beautiful stone. That is a beautiful piece of jewelry, not, does that stone have copper? And again, it's one of those that we know as gem freaks. We know that we have a highly valued stone when it has that copper and manganese content. But if it can look like this, and it can be a fraction of the price tag, then I think you're working with something very special. And that's why I'm showing it early, because this is a 347 and it's going to get all the love and the compliments. And that is one bright stone. Halo and diamonds at 50 points. I want to try it on so you can see how really large this stone is. Here's what it looks like on the hand. I mean, wow, that is that beautiful emerald cut showing up. Every single step facet within it just is bright and glowing and rich and awesome. And yet it's going to be, come on in, guys. I know we didn't start on TV for most everybody, so I know a lot of people think, oh, there they go. They're not there anymore. But here we are. Here we are, come rain or shine. We're here. We're broadcasting. We're putting everything on sale. You only got a couple days left to take advantage of this sale, so hopefully you will do so. But this is a ring that still should be $59.99 on our show. I adore this gem. I know that even back when I was shopping for Paraibas, when I started bringing them on TV, I started shopping for them. I had a blessing of shopping 20 years ago for these stones when they were less money. That's why I have a collection. It may be why you have a collection as well. To be able to get a stone like this, though, for under $6,000, and I don't mean $59.99, let's take the discount. I mean, let me discount it first for you. Then you still take that extra 11% off, which is going to be a huge savings, and we're going to make this one disappear. And I love it in the white, but you can change it if you want to. So if you want to switch it up a little bit, you want to change it to yellow or change it to rose, that is something you have the option to do for no extra charge. But also you're getting the sizing for free, and you're getting this beautiful stone, and you're not paying $19.99. Did we really just drop this $4,000? That answer would be, oh yes, we did. And now we're going to take it even lower for you, so that if you're a collector, this is the way to go. It's not 19, it's not 18, it's not $17.99. I think this may be my choice for the most beautiful stone of the entire day, and that's not an easy distinction to make when you've got as much collectible jewelry as I have in front of me. But it's going to be even better than $17.99. It is $1,777. That's before you take an extra 11% off. That means you're paying all of $1,581 for that great gem that is 3.5 carats in size. That is the one to own. I think out of all of our Congolese, there is the one that is worth getting your hands all over, and make sure you do, because there's obviously only one there. So huge value. Hey, Kirsten. Well, thank you so much. You are so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And by the way, I have a really unique gents ring. I do. I have a really unusual stone. It's the only stone I have in the entire inventory like it. And the guys got lucky because it's in a gents ring. Look at this. This is actually, and I know it's tough to make out now, but it's a star stone, not a star sapphire though. Take your guesses as to what that is. I've never had one before. Never. In all my years, 24 years, going strong. Guess what? Never had that stone before. So we're going to see our first one here today, and it's in a gent style, so that's exciting. And then here are the Tanzanite drops. So these are the ones that just got finished and just now got completed, and literally 20 minutes ago I was emailing a customer telling her we didn't have anything. in a Tanzanite earring. And now look what we did. We got busy. This is the beauty of starting, and I know these probably won't sit on their own. It's the great news about starting earlier than we used to is that jewelers are still here before we even go on, you know, even while we're on the air. So this is a great thing because we can whip things up and make things for you. Now that is an earring. So I've got the second one here to show you, but it's item number 11254666. We'll start there. It's going to sit like this. Vertically, think of it like an elongated ribbon that then unfolds and reveals like almost within inside of it here, that beautiful emerald cut. $490 is your Tanzanite carat weight, so you're going to get about 2.5 carats in each stone. And then we have, here's the other, and you can see how there is a left and a right design, so you can either wear them like this or wear them like this. It's pretty similar. And you've got a beautiful, almost ribbon-like look, but they are really something special. Let me give you that measurement. We'll verify that 1 3/8 and come on in, because again, here's something that truly, when we take requests, we take them very seriously. And even when we don't have anything, if we have the ability to make it for you, we will. There's your 1 and yeah, I would say 1 1/4 or 1 3/8. Yep, just depending. And it's a beautiful look. You've got this great post and butterfly backing. I do want to show you though here from the back. The post is actually going to be quite a bit lower than the top of the earring, so that's going to make sense. So that it's going to give you piercing coverage. I'm going to just pop one on the ear here, so I know that one's not going to stay on its own, so forgive me. But I just want to give you the closest look possible, and I want to make sure you see one on, because there's only one way to wear it. So that would mean the mirror finish of the gold is going to be up top, and then the diamonds are going to be below that. And it's just hovering in my ear, but take a quick look at it just so you can see the size. Gives you like a for instance here on the length that it's going to give. And again, there's no backing, so just bear with me. But how beautiful that is. So it's again almost like a long linear drop, almost doing that spiral effect. But when you have that backing in, it's going to sit more like that, upright. So you can see that beautiful stone. We'll go back to the wheel and we'll give you a great look at them here. They're going to be, again, one pair. You can change the gold if you'd like to. And that's what that emerald cut looks like. And I know we have a lot of requests lately for Tanzanite earring drops. It usually, and for the record, I have another pair, but they're really, really close to $16,000. So this might be where you want to go instead, because they're not $16,000. They're not even $5,000. And there is your, again, diamond weight. The diamonds will be at the base of the earring, and there you can see the beautiful emerald cutting of those blue wing block Ds, and it's going to be under, how about this, not even $29.99. That's what we want to do. Make sure that this is really unique. We haven't done too many in a drop like this where it's a stationary drop. Usually there is a hoop to start, then that drop with a lot of movement. If you're not somebody who needs a lot of movement in a drop earring, I would say this is a great way to go. But it's also going to be better than even $29.99. Come on in, guys. We have a few hours left overall of this sale. So this is not one you want to wait on. And it's only the one and only most important event we do with that big 11% off. And here we go. $24.99 instead. Makes them $22.24 if you'd like to get them, because that's after your discount is applied. So huge value there, and only one pair. So there they are, and they will soon be gone. Remember, we are changing the gold color for you, so if you want the yellow or the rose, still have that option, and no, you're not even paying extra for that. So it's a great way to go, and enjoy them if you get them. We're gonna keep on moving. I've got the most beautiful designer ring. This is one for the ages here. It is workmanship galore. It's time to let it go. It's been here for literally almost as long as I have. And that's saying something, considering, you know, 8 years is a long time, and most jewelry goes out in about 8 minutes or less. This one's been here for years, and that's because it used to be over $15,000. It's complex when you think about the way this is actually an orchid, designed and made solid pave every which way. It is so beautifully done, and it's got Mahenge pink spinels, one of the rare stones in the world that are really the featured stone, but it is diamonds that sit at the base of this ring that give it such an impressive look. And when you're talking about 8022, stays in white gold. This one's got to stay exactly as it is. It cannot be changed. We just need to know your ring size. Think about also the fact this would be a beautiful statement piece to wear on the index finger, on the middle finger, because you're going to see it's really a wider ring. It's almost a, not quite a 2-finger ring, but very close, but it's all elevated. So this is not a complex ring to wear. It's not going to interfere with your daily activities. Take a look at it. We'll show it to you on the hand here. It's 40 points in Mahenge, but it's also, it's $213. It is special, isn't it? And this is amazing. So it's white gold only. Here's what we're going to do. And you got to see it on, because the way it wistfully, I mean, it's bold, but there's something wistful about the way that it runs this diagonal kind of shape across the finger. And like I said, it's going to be all elevated, so that if this, yeah, this is probably going to be a little bit over a side finger, that's okay. It's elevated. There's absolutely no interference there, and you see it from that angle. And then so much detail, so much workmanship. We're getting you over 2 carats in the diamonds. and it's not going to be $7,000. That's a newer price from a recent sale. Now you get a better value than that. And it's not going to be $69.99. Come on in, we have one. If you're somebody who loves designer jewelry, if you're somebody who used to, maybe before you found TVON, or heck, we don't bring material like this all the time. Maybe you're still going out to the designer world and the really, really high-end couture levels and going and spending $200,000 or $300,000 on a piece of jewelry that is more like this. That's usually what you have to do to get this kind of style, to get this status, to get that diamond weight. We are going to make it so much easier, so much better. I know. Welcome to the show. Glad you're with us. Again, it is a fabulous night. We've got designer pieces. My Congolese blue-green, that is the most Paraíba-esque of all of our stones, is still here, and that is like $1,500 when all is said and done. That's amazing. Someone's got to get that. And now the orchid ring comes down to its lowest price ever. I have been presenting it for years. I've always been marveling at the fact that even at $69.99 that it's still here. But you know what? We got to, the mission, if you're not familiar, is this sale is something where, again, I worked very closely with ownership to say this week of Tucson, when the Tucson Gem Trade Fair is happening and the whole jewelry community is in Arizona, basically getting together for one of the biggest weeks. It's really like, again, our huge, huge party week of the jewelry industry entirely. But this is where we are moving out everything in the inventory. That's why everything's eligible. That's why it's not just one little part of the inventory, a couple pieces here or there, or the leftovers. It's everything that is in the house. It's got to go, because we're also really making room for all the brand new that is coming out to play. So you've got to make sure you're on the lines here, because it's not going to last. And it's $59, $49, $39, even $29.99 for 213 in diamonds should not. And this is really important. It really is. I just, again, if you want to take out all the diamonds and keep them and just melt down that gold, you've got a value. But here's what we've got to do. And you know what? When you start the show off TV, we got to make sure that we got some values here to make up for that. So again, no matter what happens, we got to move a lot of jewelry, especially during this event where that is the only goal. That is the only objective, is to move everything we got. If it goes on the air, it's got to move. We don't want to put our jewelers through taking pieces apart. We're not in the mood for that. So instead of 29 or 28 or 27 or 26, it's going even lower. And this is where, again, you take it because it's unique and special and one of a kind to you. Nobody else is going to have it. Even the four mehenges are all perched up at different levels. The detail and design, I think you will really marvel at, even more so when you see it in person. The complexity of an orchid, the way Mother Nature creates it, is really, truly replicated here. And yet it's done in metal with diamond pave every which way. Every little in and out detail is done with the pave. You see as those petals turn and overlap, there's still pave. You want something exquisite, this is it. And it's not going to be $26 or $25.99. It is fantastic. And all I can say is go for it. Try it, because you're going to love it. That's all I can assure you. As a jewelry lover, as a jewelry wearer, as somebody who loves unique and special, you guys know me by now. A lot of us have been shopping together since I was, a kid growing up in this business. And I got to tell you, this is where, if you love unique and exotic, and if you don't want the run of the mill and the stuff that everybody's got, this is it. And yet so designer with a stone that also puts it on a higher level, because most people don't have mehenges to sell or offer. And we do. And we put together four perfectly matched. And the reason no one's screaming sold right now, I have no idea. But take a look. It's going to be better than $25.99. I just take it lower. That's all that means. If I got a piece that's sticking around, we just got to go lower on the price, because you know value. And when you see a value that is second to none, you take advantage of it, and it's $2,499 only. That's it. But you know what? $22.24 is a lot better when you think about your 11% off, and that's where it's actually going to be. So never forget that for a moment, that you've got a whole different savings, over $250 extra off, just because you were first and said yes. So $22.24 is your price tag at checkout. And we do have a pink tourmaline that has copper content as well, like the purples that have been going of late. We have the big designer baguette and round ring as well. And we're going to do something special for you coming up. I've got a really, really beautiful couple of pieces here to show you that are new, that you've never seen. So we love those designer pieces as well. And then how about this? Ammolite, one only. We got a good one for you. Got some Ammolite. My favorite yellow sapphire is here. It's a trillion cut. Again, one more time on the hand, because this is, again, This like has a big thud. It's like a really, really, really heavy ring, whereas most of our pieces for the ladies are not going to actually be all that heavy. This one is extremely heavy with that gold weight that you have supporting all that beautiful diamond weight. So that'll be $22.24 at checkout. And then I might have to get that one. I love this one. We had it once with Paraibas. It's long gone. It's one only made twice. So it's one of those that rarely is seen. And boy, what a thrill to bring it to you. How about a really large opal? And then we've got also, I've got something really special here for you just to make sure that, you know, we got some special pieces all throughout the day, but something unique here in a dancing diamond that is just one of those that is impossible to show here on TV. So let me just do my best here and show you there's a big center diamond here. And what happens is it's going to be this really cool dancing design that we have where I'm just going to go ahead and give you 112-6819. It's our 18-point fawn diamond. And when you see it on, you'll see that it's actually going to be this round diamond. It looks like it's floating. And it, again, needs to be upright. So that's why sitting down on a wheel doesn't help it much. But let's take a look at it on, because that way you can see there's an 18-point diamond that is floating. And we kind of almost need an overhead camera. But there's an 18-point stone, then the white diamonds around it. 6819 is the number. And it's 15 points in diamonds in solid 18 karat gold. And how about this for a value? It's going to be $1 to the first caller. That's what we're going to do. So, you know, making sure pieces go, that's really what we're aiming for. 6819 is the number. It's been on before. It's an 18 karat solid gold ring. It's got white diamonds on the sides and around it, and then it's got that big fawn, which is an 18-point stone on its own, which is, if you're not familiar with fawns, it's got that pinky type of champagne, and I know it's really tough to see because, again, this is that dancing design where there's a mechanism, so you would have to see it literally the other way. So, again, it's $1 to the first caller, and it's still here if you'd like it, and it's going to be a little surprise because you're going to get to see that stone upright when you get it at home, whereas you can't on the wheel. So it's really one of those challenging ones to show. But hold on, I think we might have it sold finally. Gosh, that took a minute, and when it's got to stay in the yellow gold, who has it? Thank you so much. So Tim's already got this one. Thank you very much. We'll find out who that is. I think it's Cheryl, if I'm hearing right. And then don't forget about our orchid ring with the merengue spinels, and well done. I don't know what does 11% off of $1. You'll still get the discount, by the way. Yeah, you still will. So guess what? That's going to be 89 cents. 89 cents for Cheryl. Does that work for her? Okay. She got a credit card that's going to work on. All right, sounds good. Thank you, Cheryl. So yes, she's still got the discount. I don't think I've ever discounted a dollar ring before. Yeah, but we just did. All right, well done, Cheryl in Kentucky. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Enjoy. We'll have it right out to you. And then we've got the orchid ring back for you. Again, if you have requests, get those in. We are already a sixth of the way through the show. We're only here for 3 hours, as you know. We're only here till 8 o'clock Pacific time, and we are already a half an hour in. So what can I show you? You tell me. What can we show you on the air tonight? What is going to make you happy as a jewelry lover, as a collector? What is it that you've been looking for from this inventory? You let me know. There is one Tanzanite ring here, and that is it. We're getting down to the wire. One left. I got a beautiful, beautiful oval here. It's a 3 karat too, so it's right in that size that a lot of us love. We've got the diamond hoops are coming up as well. And thank you, Cheryl in Kentucky. Well done. 89 cents. She just picked up an 18 karat gold ring with diamonds for 89 cents. So that was really well done. I've never done that in my life. So anyway, we've got the gorgeous orchid ring is here. Let's get to this beautiful Ammolite. 112-6662 is here. This is a one in the world. And look at that color. Couldn't be any better. It's got blues into turquoise, into green, into red. And where the red and the green mix, there's going to be this golden, yellow, orange. I mean, really rare, 66 million years. And is that all? It's a really, really, really old stone because it comes from an old creature that is extinct, no longer. Yeah, you can't find ammonites anywhere anymore. Although we've got a 216 round that is that gem quality material only found in one place in the world. And it's got that 216 size in the round with the diamonds every which way. At the top of the hour, guys, we'll do the nail ring. So that's going to be coming up in about 27 minutes. We'll show you the nail ring. This is the one you get because this is the only one I have. So that's how one-of-a-kinds work. I don't say that if it's not the fact, right? We have one only. So that's it. It's not just a line to get you to buy something and then we, send you something completely different. That's a one only. It's most of what we do anyways. 86 points in diamonds as well. And this one's going to be quick deal here, $29.99. I love those diamonds down the sides of the split shank too. So it gives you a triple split shank, but with the diamonds right down the middle, which makes it look so unique. And then wait till you see this, the colors. I mean, it only gets brighter as you see it further away, which is telling you something. And you might just want to think, oh, forget opals for the moment and just get an Ammolite because it's got a stronger way you get those colors, right? It's not a little pattern here and there. It's got these big almost stripes of rainbow colors. And it's not going to be $19. It's not $1,500. It's not $14.99. It's only $1,399. And do you see where the blues turned into aquas? and where the greens and the reds turn into golden oranges and yellows. It is fascinating. And yet that one will end up being out the door for a better price of only $12.45 and 11 cents. So $12.45 actually what you pay. Remember, these discounts are significant. They're as significant as it gets. Let's also remember this, that it is also going to be the day when you want to take advantage of some of the more museum pieces as well. They're always a great way to go because that's where you save the most money. Yes. Oh, okay, great. I hope top of the hour works. I was thinking, since there's more than just Joanne thinking about it. I know that a lot of you thinking about the nail ring first time in this event, probably the only time when I look at how limited it is. So we will be doing that at the top of the hour. It's about 25 minutes from right now. And then let me show you the trillion cut yellow sapphire, because it's one of those few pieces I have a little quantity on. Here is the trillion yellow. Oh my. And just for the record, a lot of you are probably saying that looks like a yellow diamond. You would be absolutely correct on that. And hold on. Let's give it a little cleaning here, because that is a great stone. I was just staring at this. This is probably the piece I would buy today. This in the Congolese, which just for the record, I don't get a better value than you guys get. And I pay literally cost, and this means that you're paying lower than cost. So you're getting a better value than an employee here does. So that's really the true statement here, is that you're getting a better value. I was thinking, let me give you a chance to own these pieces at a better cost than what if you worked here you would pay. And that's really what this sale ends up giving you. The Congolese tourmaline, that is one stunning stone that is still here if you'd like to get it. And then we have now the yellow sapphire trillion cut, which has every element you could look for as far as brightness and clarity that you would see in a yellow diamond. This is what you're getting here. It's item number 1126895. It's a one only as well, and looking just as fabulous and bright as you could possibly do. And hey, Denise, thank you so much. Yep. I can't repeat exactly what Denise said, but she said, blank, girl, you giving away jewelry again. She did, and yes, I am. And oh, we do that 5 times a week, Denise, don't we? Yeah, no matter what. So she says, I love it. Well, I'm glad you do. And if anybody else loves jewelry giveaways, you're in the right place. So, you know, this is the day. Be shopping. But look at that 194 trillion cut yellow with the 89 points and diamonds. Is there a trillion cut lover out there besides myself who loves that big, powerful display that looks like a force of nature in color? I mean, it's taken a beautiful color anyways that would have been beautiful in a regular oval or a regular cushion cut, but it is just bringing the brilliance. Look at the sun. The sun loves it. Mr. Sun loves it. He says, this is great. This is beautiful. I mean, that's my kind of sunshiny yellow. It just makes you happy looking at it. It's powerful. It's bright. It's not going to be $49.99 any longer. This is what it looks like on the hand. I love it. Thanks, Denise, for being with us tonight. And thanks for the chuckle there. That's fun. Yeah, that's exactly what I would say, too. That's the kind of values we're doing. So here we go. That's our bright, sunshiny pop of yellow. It's not going to be 49 or 39 or 29 or 19 anymore. We got to move a lot of jewelry, and hey, we got these fabulous one-of-a-kinds, and I love sales like this because the one-of-a-kinds that are usually here are the ones that are higher end anyways. They're only here because, well, it was $5,000 originally. That's why it didn't go out the door. It's not lacking in beauty or rarity or durability. It's got everything going for it. It's the everything stone. It's the total package of a gem, but it's also, well, not going to be $19.99 because, again, I cannot leave another piece here. For the next 2 hours and 23 minutes that I get with you tonight on this Thursday, as I get to be with you 5 times a week, and they're glorious, glorious moments. 15 hours of great jewelry shopping where, again, Denise pointed it out. She said, dude, Lolo. I'm going to say dude instead of what she said. She's, dude, you're giving away jewelry again. What's up, girl? What's up? Why are you doing that? But I love it. Keep it going. So that's what we're going to do all night. And again, every single time we're together, this is what I do. So it's not going to be 19. I know it may be gone already, but hey, we got a couple of people talking about it. Let me take you down lower. That way, maybe if you're thinking about shopping 1 or 2 things, you can do it the lower the prices get, right? Because this may not be the event where you just want 1 item. You may not be able to stop there. Maybe you want to get a couple, but it's not 19. It's not 18. It's not going to be even $18.88, or let's just take it all the way on down. How about $17.99? You've already got it, and it's gone before I even got to the lowest price, and yet they're going to end up paying $16.01. Take a look at it on the hand here as well. It's $16.01.11. That's what it looks like on. One more time, and that one's gone. Congrats. Enjoy it. And then here we go with, I've got, oh, let's get to the designer ring. This one here actually may not sit all that well on its own because, well, look at it. It's going to be this beautiful, think of it like a huge elongated overall marquee shape, but it's got diamond shapes, square shapes, emerald cut shapes, and none of those stones are those cuts? Let me explain. There are baguettes and rounds here, and item number 112, 50 is 26. And the Ammolite is still here if you'd like that Ammolite. Somebody's got to grab that Ammolite. You would be wearing the most beautiful fossil ever in a gem quality material. But here is the ring that is going to extend up and down the hand in such an elongated and flattering way. It's 1125026. It's got 73 points in baguettes. It has 61 points in rounds, but it looks like you're wearing 1 carat emerald cut diamonds all the way throughout the ring. As a matter of fact, it looks like you have 9 of them. It looks like you're wearing 9 carats of emerald cut diamonds, when it's actually going to be a carat 34 total in the rose and the white as you see it here. Mostly rose gold, I will say, but everywhere you have those emerald cuts looking stones together, rather they're baguettes together, look like emerald cuts, they're going to be in the white gold. Here it is. Oh, wow. This is going to fly on out of here. I would love to see it here, index finger or middle finger or ring finger. We are sizing it to your liking, but it's going to be one only as it is. We're going to size it however. This is a beautiful, substantial, look at that ring. That is absolutely designer. Everyone knows it. You wouldn't need to know the first thing about jewelry, but trust me, you walk in the room wearing that and everybody is going to turn and look at that ring. That is the essence of a cocktail ring. Doesn't always have to be one big stone to be a cocktail ring. Typically they are, but this definitely has that appeal. And it's not going to be $17,999 any longer. Got a fabulous price tag for you. It's a new one. It's one of those, again, stays in the rose and the white, where if you're putting those together, the contrast that makes is so elegant. And 134, so you're still getting a carat and a third plus in your diamonds. It gets better than even $79.99. And here's your up close. All VS diamonds. If you know this designer well, you know there is a reason they go for just outlandish amounts of money, because it is still precision setting. It's still the use of bigger stones, baguettes and rounds. We know how incredibly exotic and really expensive baguettes get because they are so pristine. So baguettes are not inexpensive stones. If they were, we'd use them all the time. They're even tough for us to get. We can't even get them to manufacture our own jewelry anymore. So here's the way you get the baguettes and the rounds together. Take a look at this. It's not $79, $69, $59. It's not $49, $39, $29. We are here to move every single piece of inventory we have. And they've asked me to do it, and I am definitely up for the challenge. So here we go, making this easy for you. I'm going to do this for $24.99. It stays as is, but that's down to $22.24 and change if you'd like to get what it's so sensational on the hand. I think that's right where it needs to go back, to see it on the hand and to see that beautiful look that you're getting. It's only a 6 now, so I'm probably not going to force it onto my middle finger because it's not cold enough in here to do that yet, but look at that. That's $22.24 if you'd like to get it. Beautiful design. Looks like emerald cuts. You would have 9 of those, essentially the 3 going down the middle and then 3 on either side, but those are made up of the baguettes and rounds. It is such complicated setting, but it really pays off in the wow factor, don't you think? So that's going to be $22.24 if you'd like to get it. It does stay as is as far as the gold colors, but we will make it whatever size you need. How about imperial blue zircon, some of the rarest stones that we love to bring. And again, I'm going to show you that's how it sits, straight up and down like that, almost like a marquee shape, but I'm just making sure you see the closest angle so you can really see that precision setting, those gorgeous diamonds and the quality they have. And for $22.24, it is yours. And don't forget, at the top of the hour, we're going to bring out the last look at the nail ring at this current price. Except it's also going to be an additional 11% off today. And then since we can do a lot of these one-of-a-kinds in time for Valentine's, because we still have a week, which may not be a lot of time in the regular standard world of shipping, but we work so quickly to get pieces out for you, especially our one-of-a-kinds, that we can get pieces like this to you in time for Valentine's Day if you don't need a gold color change. So let's make 1117235 be our next disappearing act, where it is a heart-shaped royal blue. And we're talking astounding color here. The best and the brightest of the royal blues is here. And have there been any guesses on that gents ring, the stone in the gents ring? Anybody take a guess yet as to what that is? Because that is something I have never had. That'll be the only hint I can give at this point. It's a durable stone, but it's not something I've ever been able to show in jewelry. So I'm really excited about that gents ring. And then here we go with what is a beautiful bright blue. That's the challenge with sapphires. They oftentimes are just too dark. And then what doesn't happen is that the brilliance you're seeing, the clarity, that beautiful, rich, royal pop of color. Plus it has the diamonds and the inside under gallery. 84 points in the diamonds in the white gold or yellow or rose. If you want it really quickly, I would keep it in the white gold. It looks great with the diamonds anyways. And we're going to get you a new price on this one from $79.99. That's where it started here at TVON. It's an important stone in that it's over 2 carats. That is rare to get. I only have a couple. Even last night when I brought out a big blue sapphire, I brought out a color very similar to this in an oval. It was around this size, but it was $5,000. So you know this one's got to go lower, because that was the magic that made that one disappear so quickly, and now we've got to let the same thing happen here, and it will. It's not going to be 79, 69, 59, 49, not 39, not 29.99. Here we go. This is your night to shop. Get something special. You're going to see pieces you've not seen yet in the event. They get one chance on the air, and that's it. And this one's not even $29.99 for a 204 royal blue. It's incredible, but it's only going to be $2,888 instead. And that's it. That's one only. Amazing. Very, very impressive. And that'll be, if you take your discount, which I know you want to do, right? That's going to be an extra, almost $300, or right around $300. It's going to be $25.70. If you'd like to get that one, $25.70 at checkout for one caller. Imperial Topaz is here. Risa, if you're with me and you want to see the peacock rings, I have them. Just, you know, I always feel like we want to wait and make sure I do my best to show them when I know you're here with us so that you don't miss them, and at least give you first right of refusal. But here we go at $28.88, a little over $2,500 at checkout for that beautiful, beautiful stone there. And then we've got zircon time. We got that big nail ring coming up. I've got diamond hoops, and we also have a really beautiful color changing diaspore in a radiant cut, my personal fave. And fire opal is here, but Tammy has a request, and it's a beautiful ring. Tammy, I can vouch for this one because I purchased it myself, not for myself, but I purchased it for my own mom, the most important person in my world. So here it is, and actually she has the double row, so this one's even better. So we did a version that had 4 total rows with the 2 rows of the pinks. Sorry, Mom, this one wasn't available back then. This is even bigger. Do you guys know? There are 2 versions, just to be clear. It's 1125475. Just remarkable here, because usually we do the double row in the pink. This is the single row in the pink, so that means that the diamonds are bigger. That might sound like less because it's single row, but it actually means the diamonds are more important because they're huge pink diamonds individually, and it's 44 points and 60 points, and we're going to blow it out right now, and it's going to be a $39.99 piece coming way on down. This is one of the most affordable ways to get pink diamonds in the entire collection. And if you don't yet have pink diamonds, get them sooner rather than later. We love our values on pink diamonds. I've loved bringing them to you for the last few years here, but it is not something that's going to be happening going forward. This is the time to make your wish come true when it comes to pink diamonds, yellow diamonds, fawn diamonds, or any other, because it really is crunch time on what we have left. This is a wearable band. I know my mom wears it every day. She wears hers every single day. She wears hers on her left ring finger, just like this. And it's also stackable, where if you wanted to get another one, you could. But again, we've only got a couple available. They're identical. This was a teeny tiny parcel where it was actually a re-edition, if you will. Because I bought mine, I was thinking it was about 4 years ago when I bought mine for her. This is now the re-edition. Once we got a few extra pink diamonds, we decided to go with the classic, go with the iconic, make a couple more, and get it done for you. But instead of $39, it's not even $2,000. Go ahead, Jason. It is not a star ruby, but it's very close. That's a good guess, William. It's a great guess, actually, but it's not a star ruby. But that's a good guess. I've had those before. That would be the hint there. I've had star rubies. I even have one tonight in a lady's ring. But here we are, instead of $2,000, let's make it better than $19.99. And remember, it stays as is. This is rose and white, just the way you see it. The rose gold only for the pink diamonds in the middle, the white gold on the outside, and a nice wide heavy band. This is done properly. It is done with the intention of having a ring you can wear every single day, and it's not even $1,500. It's $14.99, and that's it. Should we go ahead and reveal the mystery? Is he just dying to know? You didn't tell him, did you, Jason? Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We'll show that gents ring coming up, and that's going to be on its way. And then if you'd like this one, well, of course, $14.99 is going to come way on down for you to $13.34. If you'd like to get that diamond band with the pink and the white together, it is iconic. And what a way to do a band. There's so many white diamond bands just straight up, and they're lovely. We do our own different versions of white diamonds, but this is a whole another step up to get the pink and the white together. And here we go, $14.99. You'll pay $13.34. Let's get to that gents ring. Why not? Something unique, something special. A stone I've not had before, ever. Not just here, 24 years, never had this stone. Real collectible here. It's item number 1125509. Thank you, Tammy, for the request. Let us know if that's what you're looking for. If you need something else, we'll see who else. Oh, good. Risa, you're here. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Hi, Renee. Thank you. Thank you, Renee, so much for your kind words. And then, oh, Kirsten, who has a great jewelry collection, said she owns this ring and wears it every single day. Low profile, comfortable, besides beautiful. Well, there you go. from another, again, if you don't want to take my mom's word for it, take it from Kirsten, who wears this every day. And she says, again, low profile, not in the, I would say high profile look, but she's talking about the actual low profile dimension there. Really wearable, even though it's done in the ample amount of gold we want. Now, here's a stone that is cool and very, very unique, isn't it? And it's a really interesting kind of like deep purple on the color, and it's really, really rare. I mean, I would say I've sold just about everything from stones that people have never heard of before to museum level gems to I've been an auctioneer at auctions where I've sold pieces for in the tens of millions of dollars, and yet had not ever sold this kind of stone before. Really a pleasure to have it for you. It is our star mystery stone. It is really truly like that fleeting shooting star moment, although I would say even a shooting star is probably a little more common than this stone. This is really, really cool, and it's a men's ring, and you know what, if I'm gonna have a men's ring, we don't ever have that many of them, but I'm really proud to say this is a 316 round. It's in the classic style as well with the pave diamonds around it. That's 42 points, and this one is going to be William was kind enough to call in and guess, and he said, I'm going to guess ruby. That's a good guess. It's actually similarly related, and there is a stone family that's not corundum that is similarly related, so that probably tips it off for most of you. This is actually a star spinel. Is what it is. It's got that purpley blue color we often see in faceted stones, meaning faceted in traditional way. And this is actually a purple spinel. And I think about what we see on prices for purple spinels on their own. This one has that rare asterism. Same concept as how an asterism occurs in sapphires. And yet, and I know it's a little tough to see here because there are two always, and I know the stone itself has, you see those bright little white lights there, that's actually a reflection of the two lights that are on the stone, which is why there are two stars. But as usual, there's going to be one star per light source, and it's going to be a little stronger when you see it on its own with just that one star featured, but there's a great value here, and you can't really put a price on them if they're not out there, right? I know the term priceless is often thrown about a little bit, maybe too frequently. This is where it truly is in that priceless category, because if nobody else has one, how do you do the comparisons? How do you know what the going rate or the market value is if it's not in the market? And that's really what I would say is happening here. But a natural stone, a naturally occurring asterism, so it is a phenomenal gem. There's your undergallery. We'll still change the gold color if you want yellow or rose. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and that one's going to go in a hurry, I have a feeling, because we've got collectors. And we certainly have collectors who enjoy, well, in a collector's stone, isn't it nice to have a lot of gold supporting it, diamonds framing it, and again, a very, very unique gem that you can still wear. A lot of times when gems get into the more unique and rare category, a lot of times, just as a rule, they are softer, so often. And spinel, we cannot forget, is actually 8.5 of the Mohs scale. So you have a very durable stone. You can wear it all the time. You don't need to be selective about when you wear it, like a lot of stones you do. And I always point that out when that's the case so that you know, I don't want anything happening to your favorite rings. But this one's going to be something special here at $69.99 should be. We're going to take it a lot lower, and then we're only about 9 minutes away from our big top of the hour. I'll give this peacock rings a little look here just in case anybody likes that design. We'll do that. And if you'd like to get this one, big value. Tough to do any gents ring for this price. I'm going to make it happen for you. It's not even $3,000. We're more than 50% off already. So now we just need to take it that much lower. That much easier, that much lower. Let's bring it all the way on down. That one's going to be $2,499 instead. And you can change up the gold. I really enjoy seeing that in the white gold because it's a match to the color of the star itself. But if you want to go yellow or rose, you can. And then you've got all that great finishing as well on the inside. So $22.24 and change if you'd like to get it. So that's our mystery revealed. It's a purple spinel. It's got the star, which is the asterism, in the same way we would see it in a sapphire. And very, very, very unusual. And there it is, facing right up to that camera lens so you can see that star. It's going to, of course, move within the stone. So as you see it, it's going to move as the light does or as the stone does. Now, here's the other star stone I have. This is the one for the ladies in the peacock feather design, and that's a really strong star, pink, sapphire, ruby, depending on if you're seeing more purple, pink, or red. It's going to be item number 112, 1869. And the only other one I have in this mounting would be the unheated Tanzanite, which has the really unique chartreuse color to it. So we can show that as well. But let's start here with the star stone and the 245 round in the unheated star ruby or pink sapphire. Again, every different light tends to show a little different color. So Sometimes it looks more purple pink, other times it looks more red. So whatever you happen to see, remember rubies and sapphires are the same stone. So if you're seeing more red one day, it's a ruby. If you're seeing more purple or pink, it's a sapphire. It just works that way with that wild corundum family. Now you do have a lot of diamond weight, 119 in the white diamonds and 23 points in the pink. So really that beautiful addition of still giving you really exotic pink diamonds with your white diamonds as well. The whole piece is outstanding. Let's make it really easy. And of course, unheated on those stones. If you had heat treatment applied to that stone, the star would essentially disappear. It would be nil. So here we go. Big value on this one, and one of our most exotic wrap around but easy to wear designer styles is here, where I love the idea that you can have two ways to wear it. You can either center up that stone, or you can jog it on over if you want to show off the entirety of the feather. But either way, we added diamonds on the other side. So either way, you're going to see diamonds from side to side as you wear it. But here's what we got. You think we could move any jewelry today? I hope so. I think so. I want to. We got the values. We got the rarity. We got the big top of the hour, no doubt, what everyone's waiting for. I get it. The very, very designer nail style that we do better, because the nail design out there in the world of retail, the one that's comparable is $15,200 and no 11% off. They never do sales. They never do a sale. Never, ever, ever, ever. That's how they keep their exclusive. We're going to bring the nail piece coming up. It's 5 minutes away. So don't go anywhere, because I know a lot of you don't have it yet because you're brand new to the show. So wait till you see this nail design that we do better than the designer. For now, we got the star ruby here that's going to be better than even $3,000. This is a ring that started over 17 grand, by the way. That's why a lot of these pieces only exist here and are still here, because they're more exotic, because they're a little more pricey to begin. Now we take it lower. You're not spending $79. You're not spending $69, $59, $49, $39, $29. It's going to our all-time low and best, like everything is, because this is our one last shot to get everything out the door. Otherwise, it comes apart anyways. We have two options: take it apart or send it out to you. So you better believe we're giving you the best value possible to make sure that we don't make more work for our jewelers here. That's the last thing we need to do, right? We're making brand new. We're always doing the customizing and the sizing and the gold color change. So the last thing we need to do is take pieces that were lovingly created. We don't want to take them apart. This one's better than even $29.99. Again, if anything remains, it just means I got to do better on the price, because it's not the jewelry that's what keeps it here. That's a beautiful, exotic, rare, highly well-designed piece. Look at that with the under gallery as well. The open space, that's called negative space. That true wraparound feather design that makes it bold, but still very wearable, and yet it's not going to be $29. I got to keep going, don't I? Well, so much for $17,999. We're taking it even lower for you. Give me a call if you'd like to get it, because there is, like so many of the pieces, almost everything I've got is a one only. The piece on the air, the piece you're seeing on your big screen at home, that's the one you're getting. There is nothing else I can make that's that size, that round, that 2.5 carat ruby with the asterism, and oh, is it good. And it's not going to be 29 or 28 or 27 or 26. We will go lower. Let's make it our all-time best and make it $24.99, plus you get the extra 11% off. So it's $22.24 at checkout, and that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. One only there, and it's almost top of the hour time. And we do have the most incredible Tanzanite drop earrings. The big stones are here. We've got the big, big, big cushion cuts in the drop earring. If you're looking for a great pair of earrings before they're gone, that's a good one to get. So we've got some Tanzanite drops for you. We also have, let's see, any requests? You know what? We haven't had too many of those yet, and the ones that we had are still here. So again, if you want the pink and the white diamond ring, we've still got that here for you. And then this is the opal. Let's get this one a home. Yeah, I think that'll go. I think this will go, especially if I'm going to blow that one out, and I will. That's going to be our huge opal. It's 112-7498. Congratulations if you get the star ruby. And here we go with the platinum carat. What? Okay, guys, I know we say this all the time. This is showing it's a carat 02. There's no way. So this is just either wrong. You know what? It allows me to give you a better price. I'm going to have to just ask you to do something here. You know what? Better yet, stay there. This is a carat 02. Does that look like a carat 02? I know we're used to opals going double, triple, sometimes quadruple. This looks like a 12 carat stone. So I'm going to need you to take a little leap of faith with me. Come on, hold my hand. We'll go together. We're going to take a little leap of faith here to say that that's probably not right. I don't know what they did here, but it's not a carat 02. I mean, even for opals, that's not a carat 02. But that allows me to give it away even more so. It has diamonds every which way. They're baguettes. It's 48 points. Come on in. This is going to be the best value you ever see on a Australian Lightning Ridge opal. Check it out. Look at that. Oh, the colors are amazing. And by the way, this is still a TV environment. That's the worst it's ever going to look. The second you open that box and get it at home, you're going to say, that it couldn't even be the same opal. Couldn't even be. It's so much even brighter and more neon and just intense. Come on in. Let's do it. You're welcome, Risa. Thank you. Let's make this happen. Well, I'll run with it. $69.99 should be price. We've just irised down a little bit to try and give you a little bit more accuracy with how it's going to look in person. But check out the colors. Look at the setting. Nothing but baguettes. NBB. Oh, double-sided too. Look at that. All the way through color. Somebody needs to own it. I'm going to make it cheap, 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 cheap. I'll make it $19.99. And that way, it'll actually be only $17.79 at checkout for what is probably not a carat or two, and thank you, that's gone. Now, here's the other peacock feather ring. We have 30 seconds till the top of the hour, so let me just show you. That is a Tanzanite. Not technically, because Tanzanite's a trade name for a blue zoisite, and that's not blue. So we'll call it zoisite. But it's an unheated zoisite that has a golden green. Every time it moves, it has a different shade of color. And it's 1123823. And if anybody likes it, it's one of those rare, rare stones that I hardly ever put up because every time I see one, it's got a $28,000 price or more. These unheated zoisites are ridiculous money, to the point where I usually don't show them because I don't think the value is there. But if I've got the chance to discount it to the point where it's going to go, hey everybody, welcome to the show. It's 6 o'clock. So on the West Coast, it just hit 6. We're so glad you're with us. We have 2 hours left tonight. That's it. My name is Lauren Blair, and we have got 2 hours left to discount everything in our inventory. Tell me what you'd like to see. After we show this, we're going to show the nail ring. That is our designer $15,000 version of a designer ring, but this has got to go first. And it's a 376 unheated golden Tanzanite. So it's, again, I don't really, we call it zoisite. It's really special. 24 points in yellow to surround it, and another carat 19 and the white diamonds around that. This is the same mounting we saw with the star ruby a moment ago, but that was with pink diamonds and white diamonds. So now you're getting yellow diamonds and white diamonds. Same gorgeous under gallery, super cool way it fits on the hand, so it's easy to wear, and you can get one of the rarest collectibles out there, and yet in a really beautiful designer ring like that, and it's also better than $28,000. And you know, the round cutting really makes it. There's so many of these stones that I think are less than attractive because they're brown or they're just kind of some weird kind of golden brown color. This is just popping. You know what it looks like? It looks like spine, the neon spines. It looks like a diamond that's got a green yellow color. It is bright, it is beautiful, and we're gonna take it under $3,000. Make it $29.99. And congrats on the opal. Who was shopping the beautiful opal? Thank you so much. Constance, enjoy it, and I think you're gonna marvel at it. Yes. Star Ruby's already gone, and then let's take a last look at our zoisite here at $29.99, which will be $26.69 at checkout. So the Star Ruby, congrats on that one as well in the peacock design. That's our last, by the way. I went through everything in the inventory. That's our only other peacock design we have currently is right there. Let's get to our nail ring. The big top of the hour, I'm going to warn everybody, and please, please, I'm going to encourage everybody to dial in as soon as possible, because this designer ring is really everything and more. And I had a huge hand in designing this because I wanted to make sure that we could do better than the designer, because I'm somebody who, listen, I do not ever take for granted that a lot of us love designer jewelry. Any reference to designer jewelry is a compliment, and it's just that, you know, it costs kind of silly money out there to get a designer hallmark inside of a ring, especially if it's gold and diamonds. So we are able to do that same gold and those same VS diamonds, but for less. And instead of having, oh, you name it, designer, we're going to bring it to you straight from our incredible manufacturing that allows us to give you a many, many tens of thousands of dollars savings. Now, this was requested. It is limited. It is a top of the hour because we have a teeny bit of quantity, but we don't have a lot to go around for everybody. It is all straight up diamonds, so I think you know what to expect here. And it's a great chance. Welcome to new registers, because we've been setting records. Gosh, what was it? Last night I think we had 38 new registers on the show just in one Wednesday night. I would anticipate probably that amount on new registers for this ring, because for those of us that have shopped it, I've actually shopped it. I shopped the ring. I bought one in white gold as a gift from my mom many years ago. So I can tell you that this is a $15,200 ring. Only theirs has, ours has 79 points. Theirs has, I believe it's 80. If I'm going on memory, I think it's 80 or 85. So for the closest comparable designer ring from a well-known French designer, that came up with this design, and they've been doing it since the 70s. And it took off, and it's only gotten more and more popular as time's gone on. Now, I call this our Nailed It collection. It did start with a bangle, then it kind of progressed and graduated to an incredible ring, which you see here, and then we even made a beautiful necklace. And we also had earrings too. This is the most popular of everything though, because it's that intersection of amazing quality, big diamond weight, and affordability. Not everyone's got $2,000 to spend on the bangle, which is a great value, but that's what we started with this collection. This is 112-2946. If you don't have one of these, now if it's not your style, here's what I would think about. Get it as a gift. This has been one of our most, since it debuted, one of the most popular pieces that we have folks here buy for a gift for a loved one. I've had, just to name a few examples, because this is our Nailed It collection. We nailed it. We made it in the most beautiful wraparound design. It is sized in your size, so this is not a piece that's adjustable, that there's no movement, it's soldered together. It's got 79 points of VS diamonds. We're talking about a light 1 carat of VS diamonds, plus you're getting your choice of gold color. You've got your choice of size, so that if you want to wear it as a pinky ring all the way to the thumb ring, it works anywhere in between. You can do that. But also I love the symbolism. Now, I bought one from the big designer. This was many, many years ago. I was here at TVON, but we didn't make jewelry like this back then. So I went out and I just said, okay, well, it's important, it's symbolic. I'm going to buy one for my mom. It was an important, meaningful piece. I spent the $15,200 and got her to wear, got her a white gold to wear as a pinky ring, just as a reminder of, again, the concept of being tough as nails. But also, we've had folks that have bought it for, I had a customer, and I hope they don't mind me sharing, I had a gentleman buy it for his daughter. She coaches cheerleading. And of course, they always say when they land a routine or nail a routine, they always say, nailed it. And when you win the competition, nailed it, right? Maybe you've accomplished that goal. Maybe it's that reminder. Maybe it's that little reminder to keep you pushing forward to reach that goal, or to work towards that promotion or that retirement or whatever it may be. Maybe it's for a gift for somebody who is going through a bit of a tough time. We all have those seasons in life where maybe we need that little bit of extra strength and that reminder that sometimes we're stronger than we think because we have to be, right? We've all been through things like that. This is that in a piece of jewelry that you look down at your hand and see it billions of times a day. And that's what I love. So gifting for yourself, whether you need a pinky ring, a thumb ring, or you wear it traditionally on the ring finger, either way. I've had 5 of these on my hand at once where I've stacked them on one finger. They stack, they look amazing, they look good in white, yellow, and rose. So there really isn't a reason to not get one. And they are also going up in price. Oh, that would be the big, big reason why you want to take advantage tonight, as opposed to some other time down the line. I'm sure we'll continue to make it, but as usual, this was made in a different gold and diamond era. So it can't continue to be the price it was. Nonetheless, with the discount you're getting tonight, take a look, because this is really cool, and the diamonds go almost all the way around. Again, even for those of you that already have one, oh, our wheel's stopping early tonight. Okay, there we go. Even the diamonds, look at that, they go nearly all the way around. This is why it's made in your size. Remember, unless we have your gold color and size exactly made up, it's going to be one you wait a little bit extra time for, but that's because it's custom made for you, and it's solid through the inside, solid gold, mirror finished, diamonds that go nearly all the way around. Yes, the head of the nail, completely pave and encrusted in diamonds, from the side profile to the actual nail head. This is that little point. No, I get this question every time I present it. Is it sharp? It is not sharp. It's not going to catch on things. You can put on your sleeve of your sweater and you'll be fine. It's meant to look like it's got that point, but it's not a sharp design that's going to catch on things. I just want you to get on the phone lines and get one, because the price will go up, and we're projecting that it'll be around $1,799 next time it's on air. This is also, again, remember what I said, the intersection of great design, great style, great quality, but also affordability. Now, there's absolutely no reason to doubt that at $17.99 would be popular. Remember, the comparable version in retail is $15,200. You can look it up on the website, French designer, red boxes, gold script, you know who they are. They're the ones that made these looks iconic, and they're more iconic now than they ever have been. In all the decades they've been around, that's a great value, because the tax on it in Los Angeles, California would be about $1,500. So if you can get a ring for what you would pay for the same ring with the tax, I think you're dealing with a great value. We're going to make it better than $1,000 for a ring that you need to have. Because whether, and again, for those of you that think, I don't know, a nail, is that, if you're not familiar with the design, if you haven't seen every tastemaker out there and every well-to-do woman wearing one, yes, this is the really, really, really cool style that is out there. And trust me, when you start to wear it, you're going to enjoy the feel and the look of it with the way the diamonds almost go like an eternity band, but it's also, it's just that compliment magnet. And it looks like you went out and spent a fortune that I'm hoping you won't have to spend. Because if you got the $15,000 to spend, great, but why would you do that? You've got it here with the VS diamond quality, the solid gold. This is not hollowed out. This is not a coil. This is not a flexible, teeny ring. This has got size and weight and beauty to it, and it's going to be better than $1,000. It's not even $9.99. And think about gifting for those loved ones. Maybe this is going to be, I don't know for sure if it's going to arrive before Valentine's Day. That's a tough call, but think about all those occasions that you want to give somebody something special and important and beautiful and high-end without having to spend the money, and they know it and you know it. It's one of the most recognizable designs in the world, and it's not even $9.99. This is rare to see pieces like this even offered in an event like this with the extra discount, and again, it's going up. I told you the other day, our 202 diamonds by the yard went up in price. It was on later that evening for $300 more. Meaning even after the sale, you were still paying more than you did in the past. So those are not things that we say if we don't mean, right? These are going up. They have to. We don't want them to, but gold and diamonds are going up. So we can't always lose like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on every single item. That's not a good business practice. But here's what we'll do. Instead of even $9.99 or $8.99, you've got the value of a lifetime. And from thumb ring to pinky ring and everywhere in between, quite literally, you can wear it anywhere you want. And we're going to make it better than $8.99. And think gifting, it's amazing for gifting. It really is. The sentiment built in is really something special. And the way it looks and feels, you're going to think you did spend $15,000. It really is made that way. And we'll do it for $888 if you'd like to get one. And they're already very popular, yes. I have many times. I was just saying up on the air, I've had 5 on at one time, on one finger. I only have 2 here on set, so let me show you. And there's multiple ways to stack them as well. You can do the straight edge to the straight edge. You can do the nail head to the nail head. You can puzzle piece them together. So I've done this before, which I really, really like because they do make a ring like this that's doubled up. So that's one way to do it. Otherwise, you could twist them around. Let me show you the other way. Yes, you can stack them if you want to wear one like this. And then these are all different sizes, so forgive me, they're not going to go on the hand necessarily very evenly, but take a look at that. You can wear them like that. Same 2 rings. You can play with it. Yes. Fabulous. Hi, Joe. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is how we do it, guys. It's solid. It's heavy. It's almost 80 points in diamonds. It is, again, solid wraparound design. This is not adjustable. It's not an adjustable ring. You get your size, whether you do quarter, half, 3/4 sizes. If you have a full size, whatever works best for you. We do specific sizing. And by the way, your price tag, it's better than $888. You are getting the 11% off an icon here, a popular bestseller that was a bestseller way back when at a price tag like this. Yet tonight it's $7.90 and 32 cents to get a ring you will wear, I hope, every day. I hope you wear it whether you're stacking several together. I've had 5 on at one time. Again, I have a longer finger. Maybe 3 is going to be the amount you want to stack. Maybe just 2. Maybe you get a white and a yellow and a rose and have the freedom to play with them and stack them if you like, but other days wear them on their own. Totally up to you, but we have 60 seconds remaining, and thank you, Joe, for asking for it, because otherwise it probably wouldn't be on this event. It's just one of those huge losses. We say congratulations because you know how to shop for jewelry. You know what great designer looks are all about. You've got it for $7.90 tonight and 32 cents, and just an incredible buy. And we've got 45 seconds left because they're almost sold out. So a huge value there. Thank you, one and all. Appreciate you being with us on this Thursday. Get requests in. Do not just sit back hoping and praying your piece comes on the air. Tell me, boss me around, tell me what to do. I will show you anything you want to see as long as it's here, guys. As long as it's here in the inventory, we can bring it on out and we get you that great value. Tim, are you taking one? Thank you. We've got 2 going out over here. Someone just took a yellow and a white. This is your last call, and again, it's going to go up to $17.99. For the record, even if that price, $17.99, was on sale tonight with our 11% off, that'd be $1,601. Why would you spend that when you're getting it for $7.90? You could get 2 for practically the price of what one will be. So I would just say, go ahead and grab them tonight, and remember, you're going to love it. And we know our diamonds, the consistency of these VS diamonds is second to none. So make sure you get them. And again, requests, not just welcome, they're really required, because as we get down to the latter part of the event, we want to make sure we get your favorite piece up here. Tell us what you like. We can't get anyone through. That's what happens. This nail ring, and again, many, many ways to stack them. Play with them when you get them at home. You can stack them to create a longer look or a more narrow look, whatever you want to to do. This ring is still wearable. If you're somebody, I know that it looks like it is a bypass style in the way it's actually designed, but it's still one band in the back. So it's very comfortable. It's very easy to wear. I know my mom, she wears, again, we've had 2 of her rings that she wears every day. The pink and the white diamond band, she wears this on her right pinky finger every single day. It's that reminder of, again, in our world, it meant strength. It meant, you know, being there for each other and unbreakable bonds. And, you know, that phrase, tough as nails, as we take another look. But also could be that idea that you've accomplished that goal. Yes. Sure, here it is as a pinky ring. I think this one looks smaller to me. None of them are a pinky ring size for me at the moment, but that's, you know, sure, that's the look of it. We'll do some of the more untraditional, you know, kind of unconventional ways to wear it. There's one as a thumb ring, which I think that's what a lot of you are doing, because if you're looking for that fresh edition and you've seen all the gals that are wearing the thumb rings and the pinky rings, this look is layering. In necklaces, it's layering down the neckline. In rings, it's stacking across the hand. The more rings you have on, the more kind of on trend you look. So if you've been looking, and you're so welcome, Joe. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you were, again, thank you for requesting it. We all have Joe to thank, because if we didn't have that request, it would not be here. So $790, that's the white gold there on my thumb. And again, rather, is that the white? It's hard to even tell. No, that's that is the white gold. It's hard to tell because they're all diamond encrusted. But that's the way it looks. And this is why you also want to think about wearing it on the outside hands, or fingers, because it's either, whether it's index finger, pinky ring, or thumb, because the diamonds go almost all the way around. So if it is kind of out here, right, on the thumb, you're still seeing diamonds all the way around it. So everywhere you look, you see diamonds. Same with the pinky there as well, because it's almost an eternity band. Now, we could have just gone all the way around, but remember, we want you to have the ability to do a little tweaking in the sizing if you need to down the line, right? If you want to take that to a jeweler 5 years from now and just make it a little different in size, you've got the opportunity. So that's going to be $790 at checkout, $790 and change. Let us know if you have requests. We'll help you with those. And thank you so much for everybody who so far has taken one. But remember, the next time we make it, that's why I keep telling you there's a limited quantity that's here. And the next time we set out as a manufacturer to create it again is when we project. And when I say $17.99, I have no way to actually know the exact price, because it's dependent on when that is. I would love to see into the future. I cannot, right? I would probably be doing something else if I could. But that's the thing, is that depending on where gold's at. Now, if gold crashes, unlikely. I just was talking to someone who has nothing to do with the jewelry business at all the other day, having just a nice conversation with a dear friend of mine who said, literally, and this is not somebody who's in the investment world or the banking world or the jewelry world, the metals market, and he said, you know what I'm doing? I just had my first grandchild, I'm buying gold. I said, interesting, why? And he explained all the reasons, knowing that I'm in the business. And I said, you could not be smarter to do that. So I'm just going to buy gold for the kid. It's my grandson. It's my first grandchild. I want to just, I don't know what else to do to make sure that he has a proper nest egg. So again, if gold's going up as it's projected to do, then maybe it's going to be $18.88 or $19.99. Again, depending on when we make it and where gold and diamonds are at that point. But why would you want to ever spend more? Because the one thing I can guarantee you is that it's not going to be $790 again. It's not going to be $888 again. So you've got a double opportunity here to really save tonight. Okay, let's move on. We've got our blue zircon coming up. I got a lot of one-of-a-kinds here. Thank you so much for everyone who's shopping that nail ring. It's incredible. And think about getting another gold color if you already have it. This is just divine. The most bright blue neon, stunning color, not sapphire blue, not really like anything else but maybe Paraiba. And it's going to be our 112-6642 blue zircon. That's a 414 blue zircon. Absolutely outstanding color. It has the double halo in the diamonds. 105 is your diamond weight, and we only have this one, and we're going to blow it out because that's what I need to do to take this $49.99 ring and make it a lot more affordable so we can say yes. And remember how important it is now. We're in hour number 2. We've only got 3 total hours. We have an hour and 42 minutes left. Need you to make sure you get requests in, but also be on the phone lines when you see the piece you got to have, because that's the reaction. If you're immediately thinking that's the zircon I've been waiting for, the price tag is going to be second to none. Best price ever. So here we go, making it better than $19.99. There's your $3,000 saved. Right then and there, we'll take it even lower than that. It's not 19, it's not 18. It's not even going to be $18.88. We love a good value. We love a great value. What you're getting, it's hard to put into words the level of value you have in this event, because bottom line is you can't make the pieces at these prices. You can't. So what we're going to do, make it even better. Not 18. I'll make it $17.99. And by the way, that comes down to $16.01. So just about $1,600 if you'd like that piece in the bright blue zircon that you see right there at $17.99. Just one. And then we've got diaspores and pinky purple paraibas and a brand new multicolored sapphire necklaces here. I mean, Demantoid bangles here. The 5 stones sold the other day, but I have a single stone in a fabulous bangle. Wait till you see this new necklace though. This one I like. It's very heavy. Let me show you this next one, blue zircon, verifying now. This is all open and it's very heavy and it's one big row of princess cut in from the pinks to the really hot pinks to almost like a lavender hot pink here. In the sapphires, it's 112, 75.98, and it's all set in 18 karat gold. It's coming with this beautiful, almost like a popcorn link chain. Think of like a snake chain where it's rounded, but it's got a little texture to it. And it's 87 points in all bright princess cuts. There are diamonds, there are princess cut sapphires right through the middle. It looks like it's really, really cool. It almost looks like a zipper pull, doesn't it? And 24 points in diamonds. And that would be just what you see up top. See how they go from lightest pink to a deeper, almost like a lavender shade, into purples, into hot pinks, into pinky purples there. All beautiful, multicolored, and princess cuts. And then you're gonna see it from a distance away. This has got, again, for those designer lovers out there, and wait till you see the size, because it's quite hefty here. It's an 18-inch chain. It is going to be also, look at this, it's adjustable too. That is helpful because this could be a piece you use with other pendants as well. It's very modern. This is where you've got the option, take that chain off, use it with other pieces, but there's your adjustability. There's a little sliding bead that you're gonna make it shorter with, so you can go fine tune it to whatever length you like, and we're gonna blow it out right now. This is so pretty. $49.99 though is probably not gonna do it on this Thursday night. I've been on the air long enough to understand that. That's for sure. And let me see, just for a size reference there, that's what it looks like from a distance away. Here it is against, obviously if you go against a color, skin tone, however it may be, this one's gotta go, and it's very heavy. And again, you can use that chain with other things. It's gonna come right off that chain. It's not like it's a full necklace where you have to leave it all as one. You can use that chain. Maybe you wanna put a diamonds by the yard with this pendant, you can do that as well. But it's also gonna be a lot better than $49.99. I'm going to blow it out right now. You could really just, this is just fabulous. Great styling to it. We'll make it $1,999 only. Did anybody get our blue zircon yet? No on the blue zircon? Not yet. Okay, so the blue zircon's still here. And this is going to be pink into pinky purples, into lavenders, really stunning. Sapphires, but you know what? I have too much jewelry here tonight. And that, what's too much? One piece. If I have one piece left, and I apologize, our wheel is just stopping. It's stopping cold. So I'll get it jump started here. We can get things moving, but if one piece remains at 10 o'clock, or rather, not 10 o'clock, we're done at 8 o'clock now. Sorry, I'm still getting used to that. I get home and I think it's 1 a.m. and it's not. It's like 9:30 and I'm like, oh, okay, what do I do with myself now? What do I do? Oh, okay, it's not bedtime. It's so strange, guys. 24 years of working 7 to 10 and now I'm not. So it's weird. I'm not used to it yet, so I apologize. But at 8 o'clock tonight, if one piece is here, it's too much. There can be nothing left from this event, nothing left from what I show you. This has got to go lower than $19.99 or $18.88 or $17.77. Are we giving away jewelry tonight or what? I'll make it $16.99 plus your discount, and that has got to go. That's just, again, cool designer. We don't have to see just the same old, same old. We still have new. I insist upon it. I insist we have new, and we still have to have fresh, because there's a lot of people that watch every single show we do, and they buy what they love. And so they watch these sale shows going, I want in on the sale too, but I have what I want. So let's bring you the new, like this is at $1,699. And then we've got, don't forget, Tanzanite earrings are here. We've got the beautiful spinel. I did have every spine that I've had lately in the big sizes have been going, so I did bring out another one. And this is very exciting because we have a very important emerald cut. Oh, look at that. That's the spine. We've got another one, a 746 no less, where the other ones have been 5 and 6 carats. We've got the big one coming up. So I feel like a DJ up here. It's like just like we're spinning on the 1s and 2s up here. That's every time I do that wheel, get it jump started. I got to do a little DJ action. I feel I should be like I should be at Excess in Vegas, right? Me and Diplo. Yeah. Okay, nobody knows what I'm talking about, right? All right, let's keep moving. I've got a fabulous diamond hoop for you next. This is one of the most important earrings, and I know you've probably seen it before, but maybe you've thought about it, and maybe you're wondering, am I a hoop girl? Am I? We're going to make you a hoop girl. If you've ever wanted a diamond hoop, take it from me, I wear them every day, and I wear about, well, 6 to 7 pairs of hoops every day at one time. So I'm really digging that we have the gigantic 312s right here. Without being a gigantic earring, it doesn't have to be a 2-inch style to get you big diamond weights if you go with the bigger individual diamonds. 111, 3, 4, 7, 9. Here we go. This is the one to own. There are so few left, and this actually, it looks like I have. I'll tell you what, we're going to do something wild here. I'm looking at the new price, $79.99. I'm not used to that. I'm used to presenting these. I've had them for years and years and years. They're one of my favorites because I know that so many of us tend to, I mean, I take requests from you every single day in droves. So I know that most earring lovers love that 3/4 to 1 inch. So that tends to be the comfortable sizing that we're all kind of digging and loving for every day. Here's how you get it, but it was still substantial. It seems to go in the jewelry world, smaller sizes, smaller diamonds, bigger sizes, bigger diamonds. It doesn't have to be that way. This is where you still get a massive diamond weight. 3 carats 12 is pretty impressive, but you don't have a 2 or 3 or 4 inch hoop because not everyone's going to pull that off, right? So here's how we get you a 1-inch classic that you wear every single day. This isn't necessarily just evening. It could be day to night, could be all day, every day. That's the idea here. But you're getting the big individual diamonds, and they're, yes, all VS stones, looking fabulous, looking bright as can be, giving you dispersion levels. But here's our last 3 pairs. I have 1 pair in white gold. The other 2 pairs are question mark because we're waiting to see what you want. Because if I made them all in white gold and went, well, that's usually the most popular, then guess what? That night, everyone's going to want rose or yellow. So I'm going to leave the 1 white gold pair here, but the other 2, the diamonds are set aside and they're ready to be set in your gold color of choice. But this is the fabulous inside-out design. Remember, your entire outside, yes, is done in diamonds, but then the inside is as well. So not the outside of the back, the inside of the back. So all one sees when they look at your beautiful face are those beautiful VS diamonds. The only thing that's going to sparkle more, probably your eyes. Knowing that you're wearing, I mean, I'm telling you, if you don't think that wearing great jewelry lights you up from within, if the jewelry you wear doesn't create this sense of feeling and mood and like mood elevation and mood shifting, then you're probably just not wearing the right kind of jewelry. Because as ladies, when you wear great jewelry, it changes your attitude, your posture, your outlook on the day, everything. And why not? Because when you look great, you feel great. When you feel great, you look great. It's a mutual thing. And there's just something so special. If you just want to have 1 pair of earrings that is your default earring for the rest of time, I think this would be a good candidate. It really is. Button release is going to be how they are actually going to be opened. So you've got the button in the back, which I'll show you here from the side. So this button release is how you're going to open it up because there's a locking mechanism inside. So that's going to be that you really want that there. Don't buy a hoop unless it has that. And then you can open it up real wide so you don't have to, notice that I don't fly open. I love that there's a resistant hinge inside the base there so you don't just have like a flimsy little earring. So you can open it up as wide as you need to make that easy. And then to put them on, all you do is snap it closed, push, click, done. That's it. And you'll know when they're on. Now here's what we'll do instead of $79.99. I know we need a better value, although keep in mind that those diamonds go for $25,000 a carat elsewhere. That's what you pay for VS diamonds. You pay about $25,000 a carat when you're shopping retail for VS diamonds, especially larger stones like this. They can be even more. That's what they look like from a distance away. Tell me that isn't your everyday style. And they're not tiny earrings. The width of the diamond individually is the width of the earring. It's not just a little diamond set in a bunch of gold. It is the diamond and it's set beautifully with gold, but it's not overdone with gold. It's about the diamonds. They're the headline. That's what you see. That's what you appreciate. Let's get you a pair of these earrings and you will never look back except for to say, I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad I got those. I'm so glad I scored the value I did and saved the extra money and bought during the most wonderful sale. This is it. Let's go back to the wheel. I'm going to do better than 79. Better than 69 and better than 59.99. You owe it to yourself to have 1 great pair of hoops. And if you can envision wearing that 1-inch style, this is the time to do it. This is the chance. This is the moment. It's not going to be even $59.49 or $39.99. And you also have a significant savings because remember, the bigger the piece, the bigger the savings. It is a percentage-based sale. So it's not going to be even $3,500 for 312 of your big diamonds here. That's so impressive. And please, please, oh please, gifting, Valentine's Day around the corner, a week from tomorrow. Is there anything better than diamonds? Chocolate-covered strawberries are fabulous, I will admit, but oh my goodness, diamonds, step up, a step up, a fabulous, fabulous big step up. And you will wear them more than just on February 14th, but I can really truly see wearing them every single day. And you're getting quality so that you have the quality that you never need to upgrade down the line. You've got them, they're yours. They're not going to be 35 or 34 or 33. We're going to make it so much easier right now and help you out. Let's make them even better than $3,299. Send them on out of here. And then the nail bangle. Great request for, is it Anaya who requested both of these? Oh, okay. No name on the bangle. We'll bring it on out. And then we've got, Anaya, thank you. We've got a beautiful necklace for you. I was thinking about this one today. I'm going to suggest this. I've got some people I'm working with for Valentine's Day gifts, and this is what I'm going to suggest they get. Let's make this one better than 32, better than 31. You want them, you got them, $29.99. That's it. So at $29.99 actually comes down to $26.69. If you'd like to get those, keep that in mind because that's a really important value that you're going to get. And $2,669 for a 312 in solid gold of your choice, no less. And so we're going to bring out that big 51-point solitaire coming up. We have the nail bangle also here. If you've never seen it, well, today's your day to get the fabulous nail bangle that you thought the ring is expensive in retail. Have you checked out the bangle? So we will bring that out for you as well, and that'll be the set maker for the ring. And then here we go on the earrings. Thank you, they're popular. But again, 3 pairs to go around is all we have. So looking already at very, very last call here. So again, $29.99 turns into $26.69. Let's show Anaya this beautiful, now keep in mind, I gotta say this up front, we have also diamonds here. So this is not just limited to one. I have a couple available, and please leave a couple available as well for me because I have a lot of people that are reaching out this time of year saying, okay, I need to get something for my wife. Help me. I know you know jewelry. What can I do? So this is the one I always suggest as that go-to, especially when I don't know the person well. If I don't get a chance to know or meet with the gift recipient, I got to go with something that's universal. That's why I suggest this one. And as you look at it from a distance here on my hand, what do you think? Looks like about a 2-carat diamond? That's what I would guess. It's 112-4154. Don't forget what you're guessing before you see this carat weight. It's a 51-point round brilliant VS diamond. I was downtown today. I looked at half-carat white diamonds. They were for studs. Guess what the 50-point VS white diamond is? Not even available because my favorite vendor in the world gave us these stones for this necklace. All I could get you was an SI in a half-carat stone, and guess what that was? $3,200 for an SI stone. This is a VS stone. It's a step up in clarity. And let's show it to you here from the distance away where you've got the adjustability. This is a heavier gauge chain than most of our necklaces because we wanted it to be really, again, the appropriate setting for a large diamond like this. The bezel is what makes the diamond look double or more. So this is going to look a lot larger. There's your lobster claw closure, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. I'm going to show it to you up close as well. But before I do that, I want to make sure you see it on a human figure, just so you can really see what it's going to look like, because again, nothing better than seeing just like the real deal. Not having to guess. I know this is a final sale event, so obviously it's important that you see and know everything there is going into it. And so again, there's what it looks like. You know, that's an important look to see, and you've got the ability to wear it 16, 17, or 18 inches in length. And I know it's out of focus, so there we go. Step back so it is in focus. So even when it's on top of a bright color or a deep color, you still see that gorgeous sparkle and brilliance, and that's the beauty of it. Now let's take it up close because it's a great request. It's a 51-point diamond at least, but then it's got this great bezel setting, so that's what allows it to look so large. And here's your up close so that there's no secrets here. Look at that beautiful VS, even with a smudge on top of it. Let me get the fingerprint off of it, and then we'll be ready to go. It's going to be a better value than $39.99, and this is where you go. Gentlemen, ladies, anybody who's looking for great gifting as well. Why? Because this is an iconic piece that from the most conservative gals I know, I have a lot of different circles, you know. I spent a lot of time in the sports world for a long time. They're kind of the people that I know from that world are very flashy. They're very flashy. They're all about designers and labels and things. Well, they would wear this. And I think about more conservative gals that I know. They would wear this. And everybody in between, no matter age or style or where you live or what you do for a living, this is one of those universal looks. And it's not $39.29 or $19.99 for a half carat, where again, today's example in the wholesale world is an SI stone was $3,200. I'd rather you not spend that. And you don't have to, because you're getting it now, not loose, where you got to go figure out how to set it. You're going to pay someone else more money to set it in gold and attach it to a chain and make it a full necklace and pay for the labor and pay for the gold. I don't think so. You don't need to. You're not even spending $1,500 here for this very large, very, very important stone that is a minimum of 51 points, and we will make it $1,299. And there's nothing quite like a diamond deal here at TVON, except for when it's discounted to a level like this is. And there you have it. So that's an important look. And again, heavier gauge chain. Thank you for that request. We'll show the nail bangle coming up for you as well, but we are halfway through the show. So want to make sure you get requests in if you have them for us. And $12.99, let's also just remind you that that is going to come down to a price tag of $11.56 for the entire necklace. Chain included, adjustability is there. That VS stone, think about that with the hoops. Can't help but think about that combination. The hoops you've got for $26.69 here, the $312, then suddenly you'd be up near 4 carats in diamonds just among those two pieces. So think about the rings that you're adding to it. This is the way you do important and special diamond pieces. So $12.99. All right, let's move on to our nail bangle. Another request here, and it's 112-2919. We're going to go way back on this one. And I mean way back to a different gold era and pricing. Couple of things about this bangle. I've never had somebody disappointed in this bangle. So when it comes to where this Nailed It collection began, it's here. It's with this bangle. You asked us for it. We brought it to you. And we have very busy phone lines right now. I'm not leaving those diamond pieces. You know them. You know what to expect. The values are, hear me out, could not be better. 24 years of experience working against me here, because we've never seen values like this. And just know that going forth, we cannot, because things are only getting more pricey in the jewelry world, which is why I have a friend of mine who wants to start a new network. All they want to sell is lab grown. Well, almost every store and network and everybody else out there, that's all they're selling is lab grown. This is the real deal. So let's keep that in mind, because these are lab grown prices that we're doing. Because you see the lab grown stones out there, these are lab grown prices. But you're getting the real deal. So let's make sure everybody's aware of that, because you might look at these prices and think otherwise. This is our bangle. It is the Nailed It bangle where the whole collection began. And now we're talking about the icon, and we got a lot of busy phone lines, no doubt, on the earrings and the necklace and everything else. Well, guys, it's time to get the bangle. I mean, I just think, yeah, a lot of people are really just concerned about, oh, I'm not sure where to go or what to do. You get diamonds. You just get diamonds. And if you just want to only buy diamonds during this event, that's okay with me. That's fine. I said at the beginning of the show, I've done literally hundreds of sale events here at TVON, okay? Built this place. So, I mean, I'm aware of what's going on with the diamond world, okay? We love our diamonds. They are our default. They're where everybody likes to go. It's a great time to start your collection here. Look at this point to the bangle, and look at this, the wraparound. And this is so easy to put on because there's no clasp, no closure. So you're probably thinking, so I put that on by putting my hand through it. No, it is not a slip-on bangle. Let's go to the hand and show you this. I'm going to wow you here. I might scare you, but don't be scared. You can do that. You can do that, guys. You can do that, and you're not going to hurt it. You're not going to break it. That's how the designer does it. That's how we did it. They have bigger styles, guys, that go for 60, 70,000 that have a clasp. This is the style and the size that has no clasp. And what that allows you to do, it doesn't stretch. You don't open it like that. Don't go sideways. Twist. Twist. When you get it at home and you're going, oh my gosh, I got to call Lolo. I don't know how to open this. I don't know how to put this on. Twist. Twist and then shout, okay? Maybe you're going to do it the opposite way. You might shout out of just pure glee and then twist to put it on. Okay, so here's how you do it. Boom. Twist. Push it on. And I know I'm doing it in this little bowl here, so it's always complicated for me to do because I got to show it to you, but there it is. That's what it looks like from a distance away. And then you can wear it like that too. so you can put it however you want to. But this is the fabulous nail bangle. So I want to help you out because we want to give you the sale event price of a lifetime. It doesn't go on sale. Obviously, we know it's very, very popular. We know the designer never does a sale. You have white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. And by the way, that's done in 18 karat solid gold. Rather, when I say solid, it's solid gold, but it's got a memory wire inside that's jewelry grade that allows it to have that twisting motion and still have the memory to go back to where it should, okay? So it's the same way the designer does it. They make theirs in France, and they charge a ton of money. This is 50 points in total diamond weight. It is 18 karat. Remember, the ring was 14 karat. This is 18 karat. So it's a huge upgrade in 75% pure gold, and if you'd like one, here's your moment. The large size is under $2,000. The average size is even less. We're going to go $19.99 if you need the large. And by the way, for those of you going, I don't know what size to get. If you wear a bracelet, between 6.5 and 7.5. If that is what you wear in a bracelet, cuff, bangle, tennis bracelet, anything, go with the average. If you wear a 7.5 or greater, go with the large. It's that simple. It's a bangle, so it doesn't need to be super precise because it's supposed to be not skin tight, not like a lock. It's supposed to have a little bit of movement so it can just move a little bit on the wrist, but that's going to be $19.99 for the large, only $1,888 for the average, which is what most of you will choose. So that's where to go, and remember that price on the average is coming much lower than that. That's going to be down to just $16.80 on the average size, and remember our sale event is not lasting that much longer. It is your last call to get in any of your requests or anything you have that you'd like to get. Do we have any necklaces going out? Did Anaya, I hope, did anyone hear from Anaya? Is that the necklace she's looking for? She did. She didn't get the necklace. She went for a nail ring. Well, that works too. She just loves diamonds, it sounds like. Great. That sounds good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, hopefully we have something, no matter what it is you're looking for, think you're looking for, we'll find something for you. That's the good news about watching the shows. And were you taking a necklace over there, Jess? Oh, Elizabeth was. Yeah, just like not me, but Elizabeth was. Very good. It's one that, I mean, I look at even our gals here, right? We all have different styles. Everybody would wear that necklace. I mean, it's so just universal and iconic. So again, the bangle, I'm not sure who it was requested, but who requested it rather, but that's going to be a major value there for 18 karat gold. Remember, $16.80 is your price at checkout. That would be for the average. All right, let's get back to some color. I think we're ready. We've got plenty of diamonds, and I know that if anybody's needing a blue wing block D, we have one. It is our 3 karat 38. There's a 338 here. There's the 330. Ooh, that one is quite sizable, isn't it? That one's coming up at the top of the hour. That's 19 minutes from now. Stay with me, and if you have requests, get them in. Even if you don't take your request, that's okay. We don't like tie you down and force you to buy stuff, okay? You can make a request, and just like Anaya did, she requested one thing and bought another. You don't have to make, the purchase for your requested item. So most people don't. Most people request things and don't buy it. So that's okay too, because someone will see it and love it. And now the bangle is extremely popular now. And again, meant to be, again, just average or large. It's great for gifting. If you're not sure where to go, think about what you think they might wear. We are very busy on the phone lines right now. And operators, will you do me a favor and yell them out? Because I have to keep track of this quantity. Thank you. We have a rose gold going out. I would imagine they may already have the white and yellow because that's what a lot of people do. Come back and get another color of gold. Tim, are you getting one as well? Nail bangle going out. What color? I know we only have the yellow here right now to show you. I apologize, but we do have the yellow, the white, and the rose available for you to pick up. So every line is locked up. Thank you so much for your patience. Obviously, this happens. The first time I debuted it, which I realize is redundant, so I apologize for my grammar freaks out there. I know, I'm one of them. But again, the first time when we debuted this was maybe like a year ago? Probably about a year ago. Time flies, doesn't it? We debuted this probably about a year, maybe a little more than a year ago. And we had 300 go out the door. So it's one of those that is never since then, not going to be in that kind of quantity. We have what we have. They're here. We try to make as many as we can to bring them to you. It's not here all the time. I'm so fortunate for whomever requested. I'm just so glad it's here today to show you. And to think that for $16.80 you get the average size. It's only $17.79 for the larger. If you have any questions about what size is better for you, don't hesitate to ask your operator. They'll ask me, and we can give you some advice. But like I said, the rule of thumb is 6.5 to 7.5 if that's the bracelet length you wear. Please go with the average. And if you wear anything 7.5 or greater, 7 3/4, 8, 8 1/4, you're good with the larger size. So you've got options, and that way it's a beautiful, comfortable fit. It's also great for stacking and layering. There are a lot of people that do that, and just like we were talking about with the ring, how you can stack and layer multiple nail rings together, many do that with the nail bangle as well. So that's going to be $18.88 for the average, $19.99 for the large. Don't forget, you're saving over $200 in the case of the large size, and about that in the average size as well. So very, very special piece. And never has been that low in price. That's also the factor in the case. And let me show you here to remind you, this is not like the ring. The ring had all of that done in pave, all of that nail head. This one's mirror finished, and the diamonds instead are going to go all the way around the outside edge of the nail head. And yes, they do go not just in front, but all the way around. So then you have the diamonds here at the point. That also is going to be all the way around. So just a little something there. That's how the designer does it. That's how we did it. Again, it's 18 karat gold with that memory wire inside, which is what makes it so strong. That's what makes it strength and strong, so that you can't break it, snap it, bend it. And that's what also gives you, we call it the memory wire, because it's allowing that to go back to its shape. So, okay, coming up, and we still have 312 hoops, although only one pair left. Yes. Did she? Came back and said, I'm not going to leave that necklace there. Well, thank you so much. We are limited with all of our diamond pieces now are also limited from the 312 hoops on. So the bangle is as well. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we had a lot of great pieces in hour number 1 still available for you. And how about some smaller hoops, Kyoto 5s? And then who was asking for this really cool Congolese? Oh, okay, YouTube request from, yeah, sometimes the screen names, we can't decipher who it is. All right, so we've got some requests coming in from our YouTube feed, which is a very lively and active feed if you want to interact. I know it seems like a lot of our folks have transferred on over to there and interacting there live, so glad you are. Glad we have that for you. Here is a Congolese, gents or ladies ring, to be honest. This one's going to be 112-4194, and do keep calling on the bangles. The Nailed It bangle, that is a great piece to have, and again, you'll wear it every day. That's that luxury you wear all the time. Sometimes luxuries are pieces you never wear. I always find I spend the most money on the things I really wear very, very seldom. It's nice to be able to spend great hard-earned money on pieces you're going to wear every day, because it's true. I do that with fashion all the time, and I'm going to wear it once, and I spend all this money because it's for that special occasion, and yet you're not wearing it all that often, right? But here we go. 112-4194 is coming up. This is our Congolese Asher cut. And reminder, there was a really stunning emerald cut for the ladies earlier that if you didn't see it, please let me bring that out again for you. But this is going to have like a little bit of that elevated diamond wraparound design, finished on the inside, of course, with those clover details. 36 points is the diamond weight. It's in white, yellow, or rose. You get to decide. And, well, this is simply the most affordable gents ring I've had in some time. Started at $39.99. Now it's not. I'll make it quick and easy here. It's $17.77. What the heck? $17.77, by the way, is going to get you less than, I think it's going to be less than $1,600. Yep. So you got a major, major value there. That would be down to just $15.81 if you want that one. And of course, you're changing the gold color. Well, we're changing it for you. We're doing it to your liking. So $17.77 comes down to $15.81, and that can be done in any gold. And look at that, the close-up perspective of that stone as we take a look at it on the hand as well shows you the clarity where, let me remind you, it's tourmaline. Tourmalines are not supposed to be that clean. So it's $15.81 and change if you'd like to get it, and that will be 1 and 1 alone. So yes, please dial quickly on that one. We're going to get back to some color here. That will be back to one of a kinds. Obviously, diamonds, we have a little bit of quantity on most. Color, not that way. Diamond earrings are coming up. We have another hoop for you. If the 312s are a little too large, we've got some same length but smaller diamond weight. Anybody on the Congolese? All right, gone, sold. Congratulations, thank you. Here come the 1 carat 05 diamond hoops that have a lot of the same styling of our 312s, not though with the big diamond weight. So this will be item number 1110212, and it's going to get you a carat 05 of round brilliant diamonds still in the inside out. Now these are oval in shape. but they are still 1 inch. Same with the last ones we had were a 1 inch, but they were rounds. So the difference is oval. That's great. You get a little more elongation, 1 inch in drop by 3/4 inch wide. What that's going to allow you to do is still see the beautiful diamonds that are lining the inside of that fabulous hoop earring in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, no less. So a big time value here coming up, and a carat 05. The button release is there still, even like in the 312s, we had that button release. That's going to be, you just reach back behind your post and press that button down to release the post, okay? So there's a locking mechanism inside. You push this down, opens up. Look at that. It opens up wide, so you can have easy on and off. I will pop one on for you, and they're an oval shape. They look lovely. Now, white, yellow, or rose gold, also an opportunity here for you, and there's a fabulous value coming up. It's right now for $9.99. They'll be $8.89 and change at checkout, and take a look at that from a distance away so you can see how they look. It's the identical length as the 312s we had. The difference here is that they're just a little bit smaller diamond individually. So that's where you're getting a carat 05 instead of 312. You're getting the $9.99 price instead of the $29.99, and that's going to save you $2,000 off the previous hoop we had today. So the price is $9.99 right there. They'll be $8.89 and 11 cents at checkout. And this is another icon for us that we love our hoops, but there's nothing quite as wearable. Also, again, 1 inch style we know we love, but then you've got your diamonds still inside out. So that's still the outside of the front, the inside of the back. So all you see are VS diamonds, and they're beautiful. And they're really, again, look at how they give you piercing coverage. This is my really stretched out piercing that I have from years of wearing heavy earrings and trying them on TV for 24 years and ripping them out, and yet that's camouflaging that piercing. So if your piercing has seen better days, no problem. This 105 hoop to the rescue. Let's go back to the wheel and take a look at what's going to be $8.99 and change. If you'd like to get those, in another request from one of our online viewers, and yet available to anybody who would like them here in a reasonable amount of time, because obviously not a lot of quantity to go around, but when they're $8.89 and change, that's when you take advantage of another one you're going to wear all the time. Just live in those or gift them. So many gifting opportunities coming up. I mean, yes, the sale is happening now during the week of Tucson, when is, the biggest week arguably in all of the jewelry world every year here. But, with Valentine's Day next week, next Friday, and Mother's Day shortly after that, and all the birthdays and anniversaries that happen also. And think about, well, this is the biggest sale we do. So even if you shop late November, early December for holiday time, you're not getting better values than you're getting today on February 6th. So that's what I would recommend doing, is shop now for whatever occasion is coming your way, or better yet, just treat yourself to that piece you're going to wear and love all the time. That's the way to do it. So still have the 312s, one pair left of the 312s if you would rather go there. Now that you've seen both options in 1 inch inside outs, that's everything we have in the 1 inch inside out. The difference being round versus oval, these are the ovals. So we'll give them 30 seconds, then we got to move on. Color coming up, and we have 1 hour and 9 minutes left. That's it. And it will be the Tanzanite piece that is coming up at the top of the hour. So that 338 that I flashed is coming up shortly here. It's in about 9 minutes. And we will bring that to you in this lovely bridge. So there, woo, the reds. And then the fire from that stone coming from the diamonds within it as well. Also, we have some, speaking of fire, we have fire opal. I do have a great looking fire opal with some pink and white diamonds as well. Do have some collectible museum pieces also. And by the way, the Congolese stone that I mentioned, I will bring that back out, because I think with we weren't broadcasting for the first 11 minutes of the show. Wouldn't you figure, maybe is that what they did? They saw that 11 is the theme of the day, and they said, okay, let's put them on at 11 minutes past the hour. I think that's what they did there. I am loving the 11 theme. I'm debating on wearing a number 11 jersey on Sunday. Should I? Any thoughts on that, guys? I'm going to be your pre-party. I'm pre-gaming with you on Sunday morning. So is anybody watching football this Sunday? Is that happening? Are we going to watch football and all the fun that goes with that? Well, we remember have the ultimate pre-party event here every Sunday of that big game. And it's, I make no secret about it, it's my favorite. I've been doing, I think this will be is this my 9th or my 10th? Year doing this. Either way, it's my favorite day of the year, because I love the show. It's always got a fun, festive, exciting vibe, and we do some special things. And yeah, the sale will still be going on, so it's going to be a lot of fun this year. We don't usually give 11% off during the big game, so we do have that as well. So that's going to be very exciting. I will be your pre-party and pre-game, so make sure you join us, and then we'll still have a couple hours of after the show's over to, you know, get ready for the game. But look at this. This is really, that's the Congolese. So as I said, we had a ladies piece earlier. This is it. So let me just show it to you in case you missed it, because we were off the air on TV for the first 11 minutes of the show. So if you weren't with us early on because you thought we were just gone, this is a recap that I think is really important because I'm still just baffled. This is here. It's the prettiest ring I think we've got today for the ladies. It's just gorgeous 347 emerald cut. It was item number 5888. So a stunning piece. Now I have one that reads a little more green if you like it. So if you like to go a little more green, we have that one as well, but you can see there the comparison. This is from the Congo, so is this one. This has the real blue greens, very Paraiba look. This is more just minty green, still gorgeous, but yeah, not the blue greens at all. That's straight up green golden. Here's the blue green. So if you like the 347, with the half carat and diamonds in the halo, that is down to 1777. Comes down to 1601 at checkout. Some major value there. So that's here. I just thought we'd recap that for you. Top of the hour is coming your way. We have a Tanzanite, my one and only. We have earrings, but my one and only ring, unless you request one that happens to be here. And Jason, what were you shopping for? Ooh, another new register. And tell me about Suzette. Where's she calling from? Texas. And you know what? Did she go with diamonds today? Really? Wait a minute, that wasn't even tonight, was it? That was last night, right? Oh my, well, she didn't even need to see it or anything? Oh my goodness. Well, let me just say a special welcome to Suzette because she bought something from last night. Was it last night? Okay, sometimes my memory gets a little off. Suzette, welcome to the show. First of all, one of our many, many Texas gals, welcome in. We love our Texas gals, and thank you so much. She was shopping one of our most spectacular values from last evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Suzette, if you do need to see it again, it's a spectacular piece, great mounting, 18 karat gold, all that. But if you need to see it again or want to see it on the hand again at all, let me know. We can always bring that back out for you as well. So don't hesitate to say the word if you want to see that again. But take a look at this. Here is that look of Paraiba, but in a 347 emerald cut Congolese stone. Still tourmaline, down to 1601 at checkout. Thank you so much. And again, Suzette, welcome. What a wonderful first purchase to make. And dare I say, I think that is a first purchase that's going to bring you back time and time and time again because you got one of the most important prized stones of our entire collection. So definitely great taste and great choice. All right, here we go. That's going to be the Congolese stone. Let me know there if you'd like to get that one. That one's beautiful with that, again, Paraiba type coloring. And then we do have, you know what? If anybody wants an imperial topaz, got this juicy color. Look at this one. Pinky golden mix. It's not just golden. There is a secondary pink element to that stone as well. That'll be item number 112, 4810. And that is our rare, rare, rare imperial topaz. A 1 carat 37, no less. A 137 with 74 points in diamonds and all the way, look at those leaf-like designs around it. First you have the halo, standard. Then it goes to that leaf-like design with, if you look, it's actually 2 diamonds together, bigger and smaller, and they make that kind of leaf-like pear-shaped design that goes all the way around it. And that is in the yellow, but you can change it, and we're gonna do that one for a crazy cool deal. It's actually supposed to be $49.99. We're taking it a lot lower. Tanzanite time is in 4 minutes. My only ring that I have scheduled for the show, unless you want to request one. Here's our imperial. Let me know who's got the Congo, because I think that's going. This ring is also elongated. Carat 37 doesn't tell you the whole story. Look at the mounting, how it looks from a distance away. That's beautiful, isn't it? And then you can have the option of obviously reversing it and pointing it away from the hand as well, like so. And we're gonna make this one, you know what, do it for, I was gonna do 28.88. Let's go better. Let's go lower, not even 19.18. How about, okay, take it down to 17.77. I'll make it the same price as that Congolese tourmaline, which means 16.01 at checkout for that imperial topaz. Rare and all natural, by the way. Only one source in the whole world. The whole wide world. You got natural topaz. It's the precious variety here. Let me clean it up real quick. A little fingerprint on that one, and there it is at 16.01 at checkout. We'll see who's got the imperial. There's that Congolese. End of the hour is upon us here. We've got one more hour to go. And then we do have a yellow diamond. I decided to bring out a Russian Demantoid, not only just in a bangle, but also in a ring that is very classic and wearable. Around, what if I could tell you, we always do make Russian Demantoid more affordable than everywhere else, but I have a very affordable example that is perfection. Look at that green. Neon, that's the ultimate. So we'll do that after our Tanzanite. I got the Tanzanite coming up. Then the neon Demantoids coming your way. We've had so many good Demantoids lately. They've usually been $1.50 or $1.30. So we're going to bring you a really affordable way to get one. And remember, these pieces are what you see is what you get. Are we sold out of that? Okay, we're verifying on the other ring. You got it. And then here we go. Don't forget about this. We have a radiant cut. Yeah. Color changing diaspora. Think we need to see that with the pinks and purples already showing up. They have showed up when they were not even yet invited. They're only invited when it's incandescent lighting. And now we're sitting here in fluorescent lighting and a lot of it. And yet you've got greens and you've got a few goldens and champagnes. But look at that, mostly greens and yet really big flares of pink and purple. It's gorgeous. This radiant cut, everything and more. It's a 1126750 is your item number here on our radiant cut diaspora. This is one of the ultimate gems of the gem community. It's because it's a prized rarity. It is so unusual and unique and also comes from only one source in the world, like our imperial. This time we don't go to Brazil, we go to Turkey. And we think about this rare stone that is just one for the ages. It's a 324. So it's got a lot of size to it. It's the specialty cut that just doesn't get much better. And then you also have the diamonds all the way around it and down the sides in the split shank. That totals 115. So a lot of big diamond weight here as well. It's simple, it's easy, it's affordable. This is not a simple and easy stone. Tucson the past couple of days, again, the big gem show kicked off on Monday. And such a thrill to get a couple of days to get out there and see the wholesale prices. And I told you, one of the more intriguing and one of the more important missions I had was to see what the current diaspora prices were. And anything over 3 carats is where that's the threshold that when you surpass 3 carats, that's when they get really pricey. That's when they get really unusual and where they get really tough to find. It's still a stone that overall is rare. It's a really unusual gem. And the community is starting, and I'm talking about the gem community at large, is starting to get behind it because, again, nobody knows. If you don't know a stone, it's hard to know it, right? It's hard to get well versed on a gem if you've never heard of it. And so it takes time. Tanzanite did this. It was around since the late 60s, but it wasn't really until the 80s and the 90s when people started to see it a little bit. And then it's sort of taken hold of, being kind of the more popular gem in the world. And now it's a household name. Everybody knows Tanzanite now. Diaspora, I feel like, is on that same level, except for the fact there's not as much of it. So we're probably not going to see it reach those heights that Tanzanite did because simply there's not enough of it. And by the way, with that, it's our top of the hour. So if you're just tuning in, welcome. It is our last hour. So this is where we got to get a roll on here. All the fabulous pieces we have. If you have any questions about the last 2 hours, let me know. If you like this diaspora, we're about to show you Tanzanite, but I got to get this one home first. So here's our best of the best diaspora radiant cut. Trust me, you want this stone. Unless you already have 10 of them at home, I think you need and deserve getting a great rare gem. When it comes down to this affordable level, it's a great time to get it, especially when we're also offering you any gold color you like. We still will. If you want it just like it is, it's in the yellow fine. We can do white, we can do rose, but let's take a $69.99 ring, way less than that. Here's what it looks like on my hand, so you can check that out as well and see that size and the gleam of that facet pattern coming through. And if it's already, it's in the improper light, there's no way to actually show you a color change in fluorescent light. If someone is, they're probably doing something really wonky because I can't change the light source. You need incandescent lighting. Here's what I'm going to do. You're already seeing flecks of pink and purple. That tells you that that stone, it wants to change color when it shouldn't be able to. That is telling about your 100% color change Turkish diaspora, one source. Let's blow it out. Let's make it $1,999. Then we got another request. Frida wants to see an aqua. We've got one for you. I'll show it next. And then we've got the Tanzanite deal, but requests always take precedence. I'm always going to put those at the forefront. So we'll bring you a really good aquamarine Frida coming up in a signature style mounting. And then we do have Tanzanite coming up, and we do have that Demantoid out of Russia coming up. But right now, it's all about that one. $17.79 and change if you'd like to get it. What a value on a diaspora that it's a 324 with a carat plus. Oh, and I didn't tell you. I didn't finish my thought because I got carried away at the top of the hour. Remember that the wholesale price, again, this is the biggest wholesale gemstone show. We have a great show in Vegas that's going to be in June of every year. It's called the JCK show. That's more about finished jewelry. If you're looking for really truly wholesale prices on gemstones, Tucson's really the place. And so what I saw on Monday and Tuesday, and there wasn't a lot of dies for, there never is, because very few vendors or dealers have it at all. But it's important to remember that this is a stone that right now in the 3 carat plus sizes, I mean, might as well. Let's not talk about half carats when we're showing you a 324. Saw it in the wholesale world just literally, what would that have been, 48 hours ago? And we're talking about $6,820 a carat, and it's selling left and right. So that is it's a definite elevation from where it's been. So the fact that it keeps on elevating and keeps on getting stronger, and by the way, that's per carat. So you would take that figure and times it by 3.24 to get an accurate wholesale on, by the way, just the stone, not including the carat 15 in diamonds and the gold you have here. So let's keep moving. We've got that big request, then the Tanzanite, and then the Demantoid. And anything else you want to request before we go, because we are down to 56.5 minutes, and that's it. So it is something, again, I know we're still, a lot of you are just like me, where you're used to starting the show right now. We're ending the show in short order here. So again, it's like a major flip-flop. So you got a very short amount of time to shop, and the sale event is ending in a couple of days. So take a look at this aqua. Here is the, okay, Frida, great request here, and I don't know if it's this specific one, but that's a beautiful Sierra Santa Maria. 112-7359 is your item number here, and that is a 2.5 carater. A lovely 2.5 carat Sierra Santa Maria. That means it's not just that color, it came from that mine so many years and years ago. It was about a decade and a half ago when this last mined and produced. 2.5 carats here in your sky blue oval, plus 118 in diamonds, and a huge value. Oh, I'm loving this one. This one's going to be good. And here's what it looks like on, because this is the, there are 2 versions of this signature mounting. There's a large version right here, and there's a medium version. This is the larger of the 2, and it's a lot of great diamonds going on. And we have it in any gold you want. So here's your moment right here and now, and a great big value. We just reduced this on its way out, by the way. This had a $69.99 price, then it went to $49.99, and then it just got another slash in the price here just to make your day and to make your aqua collection complete. That's where you go if you want the best of the best. That's the only place to go. Everything else literally pales in comparison. And I mean literally, because aqua is usually very pale. If there's any blue at all, it's pale, 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 barely there. It looks more clear than anything else, right? It looks colorless. You might as well buy rock crystal quartz or a white zircon or a white topaz. Those are all colorless gemstones, right? The aquas, what we think of as blue beryl, rarely has a lot of blue color. This is the best. That's why it's so in demand. Take advantage of it. It's not $49.99 either. We're going even lower. First caller only on this one. Come on in, Frida, if you like it. Otherwise, it is our first caller to say yes. Then we're about to go to Tansy time. But I only have one. So go figure. Yep, only got the 1 ring tonight. Here's what I'll do. Not 49, 39, 29. I told you there's a brand new discount because it was requested. That's the other thing. We want nothing more than to make you happy. If you're kind enough to call in or contact us in any way and make a request, you better believe we are motivated to get you that very best price to make sure that it doesn't stick around. That's how you do it. It's not $29 either. This is a mounting that I can vouch for. This mounting is created for over $3,300. Why it's here at $29.99 when it's got a big old aqua in the middle, and yet we'll go lower than 25 and lower than 24, and I just need one caller who's going to be fast, who knows that that's the birthstone for the month coming up too. So I'm thinking about all those birthdays that are celebrated in the month of March and how you might very well want that best variety and best quality of your birthstone that is virtually nowhere else. If you got 60,000 bucks per carat, you can sometimes find them in auction houses. But then you got to be invited, and you got to do the credit checks and the references, and you probably have to travel to a big city to go attend. And it's a lot of hoop jumping. This is the better and easier way. You sit at home with your feet up and you call us. You call us. You pick up the phone and say, I want it. I'll take it. Oh, and by the way, I don't want to spend $24.99, Lola. I want to spend less. And I want a discount. And I want the ability to change the gold color and get my size. And I want you to do that for me for free. And I want you to ship it to me for free. And I don't want to pay tax. If you live outside of California, you don't have to. So there's every advantage you have here, and it's not going to be 24 or 23 or 22, and we're already verifying 3 people on 1 ring. And so this is why you cannot wait to jump in, because it's not 22 or 21 or $2,099. I tell you, this is my favorite thing to do. I could do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I adore a sale. And I never want them to end. I never, ever, ever want these sale events to end. But it is ending in a few short days. And you're not paying $2,099. You're going to get it for $1,999, but you get over $200 extra off because it's this event. So $1,779 and 11 cents. It makes it yours. So good luck to you. We size it. We change the gold color if need be. If you like white gold, then all we need to know is your ring size, and that's done quickly, and you'll have it. So easy and beautiful and really, really rare. Really rare, but the price tag is not reflecting how rare that stone is. So $1,779 and change. And then it's time for our Tanzanite. It is time. These were all requests. We had to get to those first. Love that we have them. Thank you, Frida. It is first caller to get it. Don't forget about that color change diaspora, that Congolese tourmaline. I don't know why it's just my diamonds that are going today, but hey, whatever you're looking for. We got the values, so whatever it is you like, you get the best savings and the best price on. It is that simple. Everything we show you has got to go. And I'm trying to show you everything in the inventory in the next few days. So here's your chance. All right, we got to get to the Tanzanite. Aqua's here. Well, guys, we're going to go to a very, very, very important Tanzanite here. A museum reserve. Oh, come on now. Look at this. 338. Gorgeous stone. Museum. They don't get it because you will. I like that. It's like you're stealing from the museum. Normally you end up in jail, right? Here, I can guarantee you, we're actually going to give you like a gold star. You don't have to go think about stealing from the museum, but it's kind of like you are, because these are the stones that were set aside 6 years ago, reserved for those museum displays all across the world. Several of our museum reserves have already made that trek to their new home. It's why we have so few left to share with you. And in an event like this, why, oh why, oh why? Don't you think, if anything, we would take our incredible values we've always brought you on the very best Tanzanite the world over, and don't you think we would just leave good enough alone? Well, they're not exempt from this discount. They're not exempt from this sale. You're still getting an extra 11%. That is a big deal, because our prices as they are going to beat every Tanzanite price out there. And yes, I'm talking about the low quality that's out there for the most part, the Block Cs, the pale light lavenders, the really, really small stones, all that you see up and down the dial in every store you go to, in every, whether it's a big store and a big chain or a little, kind of mom and pop store. You see nothing but Block Cs at this point. This is the very best of the D block, which is the very best of the entire mining production, which in a few short years is likely to be done anyways. So then it's a matter of, can you imagine what the value is going to be then when the actual material goes extinct and is done, the mine is closed? I can only begin to imagine. Take a look at this though. This is where yes, thank you. Here's what I'm going to do on this one. It's 112-7270. It is a 338 oval, and it also happens to have a bridge mounting. And it looks stunning. It is stunning, because there are very few moments where we had museum reserves of this affordable size, because it's a 338, and it's going to be a diamond weight of 122. This is all custom. Usually our mounting has a carat or a carat 11 in the bridge. We have a carat 05, and a carat 11. This is a 122. Why? Because this actually had to be modified for this much larger face of this 338 oval. And we can do any gold you want as usual. So now you guys, and for those of you that are newer, you kind of came in at the end. And better late than never is for sure. But you're still near the tail end of this material, and why not? It's on sale. You try it, because you're going to be absolutely floored. I warn you, you're going to take it to your local jeweler, and they're going to probably tell you it's not Tanzanite. I've heard that many, many times, because everybody knows Tanzanite is usually light lilacs, like the flower, like a lilac floral. That's what most Tanzanite looks like. There are jewelers, and you can't fault them for this. There are gemologists and jewelers and really well-versed people who, if they've never seen Blue Wing Block D, And you can't fault them because most people have never seen block D, let alone blue wing block D. They're not familiar in Tanzanite being this color, or they've heard about it having reds, but they've never actually seen it exhibit reds. That's the difference when you have blue wing block D. So, you know, you got to get it. It's got to be the one you own, the one you shop, the one you collect and keep for a lifetime. Maybe it's time to upgrade your old Tanzanites before you knew about blue wing block D. Here's the time you do it. It's not going to be, and you know what? I never do auctions during sale events because we just drop stuff down to the lowest price. I'm looking at my lowest price here, and it's still, after the $79.99 price, it's still showing $59.99 as my last. Now, that would be an additional 11% off. Nothing wrong with that, but here's how I'm going to help you. If we can go less than, and here's what I'm thinking about doing. I don't want to do, I don't know if we're going to have the participation for an auction tonight, and either way, I'd still have to start about 45, so let's just skip that. And let's just keep dropping it, and I'll deal with the ramifications later. I just want to make sure that you, our shoppers, our viewers, our new shoppers can get the best Tanzanite. If you've been waiting on the most popularly requested size and shape, which is a 3 to 4 karat oval, oh, voila, it's right there. This is why everybody wants this style. This is why it's very wearable while it's still large. And anybody else noticing now that it's on the hand, looking a lot bigger than 338, that's for sure. It's not 59. I'll go lower than $49.99, and I should not go any lower than $4,000. I will, because it's been a quiet Thursday, and we weren't even on TV for the first part of it. So here's what I'm going to do. Instead of 39, instead of 29, and if you're really thinking about it, just come on in. It never hurts to be on the phone lines early. It's an advantage, a huge advantage to be ready to go on the lines. Let's get to it. It's not 39. It's not even $2,999. And remember, this is a huge upgrade to your bridge. It's a carat 22. Part of the reason you see more magnificent sparkle and brilliance from your stone is because there are diamonds set literally underneath it. There are diamonds set in a double row running all the way underneath your stone. That's pretty impressive. Not everybody does this mounting. It's become quickly a sensation and a favorite here. And no, it is not going to be 29. I kind of had a feeling this is how we were going to have to go today. And remember, Russian Demantoid, I'm still going to try to make a Demantoid affordable. If you don't have one, we'll make that happen for you coming up right after this. But this one's got to go first. And I'm listening and not hearing a darn thing at $29.99. And you know there's over $300 of extra savings after that, but it just means go lower. That's exactly what I'm going to do. We've got your last call on it now. And we might shock you with how low we go, because my mission and my job is, see, showing stuff is not good enough. I can't just show stuff to you. That's not going to keep that's not what built this company for the last 8 years. That's not why we expanded our airtime and doubled it. It's not why we, you know, hired other people and all that stuff, right? You got to move jewelry. And I am really good at selling things cheap. And it's my job. It is my name. They call me Lolo. They call me that for a reason, guys. We are bringing pieces to the ultimate low level. And then you get that off. After we discount and discount and discount again, then you get your additional discount, and that's how we move jewelry. It's really that simple. There are shoppers out there who get it and know, and they wait, and they're stocking the piece. And this one's new. First time seeing it right now. We haven't even brought this out before. So you're probably thinking, well, I haven't seen that at 79. Yeah, it's brand new right now. And instead of 29 or 28 or 27, I'm going to keep on going. I will give you the best price possible, and we already did that, but I'll keep going because we got to hear those phone lines ring. I'm not satisfied by just showing you pieces. That's where I differ from most. Doesn't excite me to just show you pieces. I have to get them to you. We have to get them in a box to your doorstep, opening the box, seeing it. That's how we build a network. That's how you build a TVON family. That's how you take a new register and a first-time shopper and make them a TVON devotee, is saying, oh my goodness, that quality is even better than I expected. That's how you build a company. And that's how you become the fastest growing shopping network in the world. And that's what I've been doing for 8 years. And I'll tell you right now, it's not 27, it's not 26, it's values like this on gemstones nobody else on the planet has, and that is literal. I mean that with conviction and all seriousness. That is a fact. Nobody else has this material. except for TVON. And you're not spending $26 or $25 or $24.99 even. And this is all prior to that. 11% off. Yes, even on Blue Wing Block D that it's in its very last run. Here's your chance to get it. It's not 24, it's not 23. Let's go ahead and give you the value of a lifetime and make it $2,299 only. And that's when you're going to take, of course, over $230 off, and it's going to be just a little bit over $2,000 to get one of the bigger signature bridge mountings we do, and the 338, which is so rare to get that size in the museum reserve quality that you're getting right now. So that is how it's done, one and all. You got to get it, and you'll be so happy you did. White, yellow, or rose gold. Remember, it's also arriving. I'm speaking to our new shoppers who don't know anything about what we do. You're going to get your exact ring size when it arrives. That's not something you're responsible for. We do it for you. It is made in your ring size. It is literally it's shipped to your doorstep for free. You're not paying for that either. And you get that sensation of opening it up to reveal a stone that's even better and beyond your wildest expectations. And expect a lot, but expect that you are going to be blown away by even more. We like to, again, under promise, over deliver. Let me tell you something. You are going to love this stone, as everybody who's ever picked up a Blue Wing Block D has. And we've got Russian Demantoid next. And we're going to take an even more rare stone and exotic and blow that out as well. But if you want Tanzanite, that's going to be $2,046. $2,046 for that ring. And here we go. Your chance to own it, your chance to pick it up, your chance to grab it. And a major, major value. Russian Demantoid is promised. I need requests if you have them. We have 41 minutes left in the show. We're back tomorrow night. Friday night, you got to be with us. Friday night's a lot of fun. We have no handbags tomorrow. It's just jewelry. We want to obviously spend this event in doing as much jewelry as we possibly can. So we will do that. We're going to have an all jewelry Friday night for you. Very, very special. Can't wait. It's jammed. But again, any requests you have, you're here now. You might as well get requests in if you have them for us. We will help you out with anything and everything you're looking for. So there's this stone called Demantoid that most people don't know about because it's one of those super uber rarities. And the very first source ever was out of Russia in the Ural Mountains. Difficult to mine, doesn't even begin to cover it. And Demantoid is named that way, and it's got probably one of the funkier names of all the gemstone community, but it is from the word demant. Demant actually translates to diamond-like. And actually, I always say that maybe the Dutch people need to give us a little bit of rephrasing on it because it should actually be what exceeds diamond-like properties, because this is better. It's more dispersion than what diamonds give. Very few stones can claim that. It is a bold, it's an audacious term, but it's actually true. Very few stones can give you more or higher dispersion than diamonds. This one does. But with that, it gives you the most ultimate bright neon as well. So it looks like supernatural. It really is rare and special. And it's a big size here. It's 112, 48, 40. And it's going to be our beautiful, beautiful Demantoid at 69 points in the round and a 56-point diamond weight. I don't think I've had a Tanzanite ring ever stick around. So that would be a rare moment. If you'd like to get that Tanzanite in the bridge, you may. And then here we are, but we got to keep on rocking. We'll find something you like here because you owe it to yourself to pick up something special. And it doesn't get more special than this. It's what most people just wish and hope for and hope to wear and hope to own or hope to collect, but you can actually wear it every day. Plenty of durability for everyday wear. 56 points in diamonds also with Valentine's Day around the corner. I point out this is the hidden hearts. It's got those heart shapes on the sides that's just really about the extra little rim of gold there that gives you a little point down the side. So not obvious like when you see it on the hand like you're about to see. You don't read it as hearts. It just looks like an extra point of diamonds going either direction, east and west. So, well, to you, yeah, east and west. So here, east and west. It's opposite on camera. So again, however you look at it, but that's the beauty of it, is it keeps it classic, keeps it to that round. You've got 56 points in VS diamonds as well. What's sparkling more? It is the Demantoid. Your Russian stones are going to have a horsetail inclusion, which actually makes it far more rare when you have that presence of that inclusion inside. So that's not, and it's not an inclusion that you're going to see with your naked eye. But I would highly invest in going to one of those online sites and maybe just investing into a loupe, spelled L-O-U-P-E. So if you're looking for a loop, an L-O-O-P, you're going to find something else. But if you're looking for a jeweler's loop, just type in L-O-U-P-E and find one of those. It's worth a couple dollars to pick one up to examine your stones, because in this case, it's going to allow you to look at a magnified level and see that horsetail inclusion in your stone to signify and authenticate it as Russian. So again, you don't need me here to tell you it is. We've already found that inclusion. We know the source. We actually again, have friendships that go back generations. So knowing the miners, knowing the people that actually mined it when it first came out of the ground, oh, so many years ago, is why you get these collectibles here. And now I'm going to put it on the auction block, because otherwise it has to be $49.99, and nobody's going to buy that. Nobody. Because you're expecting everything, no matter how rare it is, to be dirt cheap. Am I right? Because it's the sale event. It's the #1 most wonderful 2 ones together. We start on the 1st of February. We're going to the 11th. 1 to 11. Plus it's 11% off, biggest sale we do. It's an 11-day event. Plus it's all, for the most part, one of a kinds, with the exception of diamonds. So here's what we have, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the auction because I want your participation. I also don't want you to spend $5,000 because it's gonna leave it here. And again, as I expressed earlier, I gotta move jewelry. I can't just say, here it is, take it or leave it, bye. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to make sure you can experience it, collect it, wear it. These are collectibles you wear and enjoy and look down at. It's not like that collection you put in a safe and never look at it and forget you even have it. This is the beautiful piece you wear. And any gold you want, any size you need, but let's take $5,000 and get it out the door for $3,500 to open. Actually better. How about $3,000? How about $25,000? Okay. I get like this sometimes when I need to hear the phones ring and I do silly, silly, silly things. Obviously, you know $2,500 cannot be an acceptable price tag for a 69-point Russian Demantoid. It is considered the world's rarest stone by most. The only thing in my mind that's rare is a natural red diamond. There are very few natural red diamonds out there, to the point where in 24 years of doing this nearly every day, I've never sold one. Never had a red diamond, not a natural one. This is up there with that kind of significant rarity. And it is completely done, mined out. It is rare as can be. The sparkle is tremendous. You can put it next to a D flawless diamond, and this one is going to be better. More sparkle, bright neon colors. You don't like 25? I'm okay with that. I got to move jewelry. We have 34 minutes left, 36 actually. So 36 minutes. That's not a lot of time. And this one's got to go. And you know, I said it earlier, we're not supposed to do auctions on an event like this. They're not really allowed because we're bringing everything down to the lowest price as it is. So instead of 25, how about 2,000? But sometimes on a Thursday night, you need a little help, right? I need a little help to get you on the phone lines. You're going to get the help by saving more money. And it's not $2,000 to start either. Let's get it going. And maybe this is the moment or your signal or this could be that sign that this is the time right now to get something special in jewelry. Because everywhere else you look and everywhere else you shop, I don't know where you're going to find a Russian Demantoid. Here's where you get it. And if you were to find one, probably going to be a little more expensive than $2,000. Even for a 5-pointer or a 2-pointer or a 10-pointer, this is nearly 3/4 of a carat. And think about what a 3/4 carat diamond would be right now. A plain old white diamond that they're a dime a dozen. More than $2,000. I'm going to go less than 2. I'm still waiting for an open. We got new registers that are jumping in thinking about it. This is rare as it gets, and I'm ignoring the diamonds. There's a lot of those too. Let's make it even easier. There's a reason why we can't do auctions, and this is always going to be a struggle because you're used to just seeing that rock bottom price. The problem is that was still $5,000. So I've got to make this more interesting, and we're going to go even lower than $2,000. Come on in. Nothing to be shy about. You just got a giveaway happening in real time, in real live TV moments here, and somebody's going to get it. Somebody's going to get it. Mark my words. I'm not even going to do $2,000. It's going to be a $10 increment, by the way. So if we get a bidder, which I assume we will, then we're going to go up in $10 increments after that. So it makes it really easy, if you're not the first shopper, to still come on in and get your deal. And wherever, that's why auctions aren't supposed to happen, because then we got an auction where we're losing money, and then you have to what? Everything means everything, so we're still going to take 11% off your auction win. So wherever you win the auction, you still get 11% off. And right now, that would be over $200 off. And I'm not starting at 2 because I still have no open, and I want to hear you. So let's go even better than 19, 18, 17, 16. This is one of the rarest rings you'll ever see. I got a bangle to match it if you want it. but the bangle's like $25,000, so there you go. I can do this one better. You know what? Let's make it $1,500 to start, $10 increments only, and let's get every single line locked up. That's what we're going to do here. Every single line should be buzzing and ringing right now. 15 to open it up. Let's see what happens. Good luck to you. Let me know. 60 seconds to get it started. 60 seconds. That's what I'm going to do. I want to give away some real rare. I did give away, I had an 89-cent ring earlier in the show, and that was a fawn diamond. I've given away some rare tonight, haven't we? It's what we do. It's why you got to be with me every Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, 5 times a week. Wowza. Yes. Let's try it on again. You got it. They missed it earlier. They're wondering, what does it look like on the hand? Show me. Here it is again. Do we have the open? I've got 30 seconds left. Jason, are you on something else? He's on something else. Oh, yeah, I know. He's on something else. It's in the white gold now. Andy, it sounds like you're on something else too, right? Or are we on this one? 6 seconds to see if we've got the open. Do we have it? We're verifying. That's a good sign. That's the first step. The first step is admitting you have a problem, and I have a problem. I have a problem here. I have a problem. My problem is I can't get $5,000 for big Russian Demantoid. That's a problem. That is a problem. Only if you're a show host and that's what you do for a living and you made a career out of it. I left sports to give away Demantoids. Sure did. I'd be in New Orleans right now. Okay. That's a different life. Oh, yeah, this is less travel. Less travel. Less travel. I've got 1,500, right? Do we have it? We've got it. Okay, good. We've got it. We've got the open. And you know, since we're not used to auctions in this kind of environment of sales show, and I didn't even calculate what that's going to be, but you're going to save over $150 if you win it. Now, there's more to be saved. You get the 11% off, and it's not too late to dial in because the increments are $10. I'll trade you. You make a $10 increment advance in the auction, I'll give you 11% off. Everybody's getting 11% off no matter what you shop for this evening and throughout the event. The event is ending in a couple of days. It's time to shop, and I can guarantee you this. There is not a Russian Demantoid anywhere in this inventory or anywhere in Tucson in the wholesale show or anywhere out there that even the loose stone could be $1,500. I used to sell loose gems back in the day. Do you know that back in the day when I started at my first major national network, way back when in 2003, 2004, I was selling more loose gems than I did jewelry. Back then, that was how most of the shows were loose gemstone shows, right? And I was 4 days a week gems and 3 days a week jewelry, and it was gemstones like this that were so popular. And I think about what I got, that was 20 some years ago when they were, sure, a little more common then. And that stone individually on its own would have been more money. So this is a value because it's 20 years later. And it's a huge stone, and it's rarer than ever, and you got the diamonds and the gold and your choice and your size and all that. So let's take a look. I'm going to give it a final 2 minutes. Let's get it gone. 2 minutes left to go. We just got the open, and now we're giving it away in 2 minutes. Gives me a little chance for a water break. Any requests before we go? This is also a really good time to get those in. Did you have a question? Hi, how's she doing tonight? Is it cold there? I bet you it is. I bet you it is. I bet it's pretty cold. I know everyone's, there's a lot of people dealing with storms this week here. So again, be real safe and be real, stay in if you can, and stay well if you got to be, stay well and safe if you got to be out in it, in the elements. I know we're dealing with our own, what do they call this now? They call it an atmospheric river, but then it also is called Pineapple Express. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know. The weathermen are very clever these days. Back when I did local news, we did not have these clever names for rain, but they do these days. Anyway, here we go with our last 49 seconds remaining. Do we have anybody want to go into 1510 or more? We do have the open, so it will sell. But now we're in last call. Last chance. We are down to about 35 seconds left. I would not want you to miss out on this opportunity. For the record, if it goes at 15, that would end up being $13.35. If it goes for, let's say, $15.10, hypothetical, that'd be $13.43. So you're really only paying like about $13.50 for a ring like that. That's a big difference and a big value. And do we have $15.10, yes or no? Because we got 12 seconds to make it official here. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold. Obviously, it's in the white, ready to go. Sizing it to half, quarter, three-quarter sizes, whatever you need. You need a full size, that's easy. You want to go quarter, three-quarter, half sizes, we can do that too. Shipping for free. You got to get it. $15.10, do we have it, yes or no? I do have a bangle. If anyone wants a single, if we've got a bangle. We've got a one single 4 43 in a bangle. Do we have $15.10? $15.20? Let me make sure we've got everybody in who wants to be in. Maybe $15.30. Tell me something good. Hey, Jason, where's our $3,000 bid? That'd still be a value. If you gave me 3 or 4, 45, that'd still be a value. You got it? $15.10? $15.20, $15.30, what you got? You got it? Sold. Congratulations, that's gone. Just in case anybody says, show me the bangle. Here is the bangle with the carat 43 center stone. We had a bangle the other day that sold with 5 Russian Demantoids. This is the single Russian Demantoid, but it's big. It's a, ooh, look at that match. Wow, that's a carat 43. 111 3291 is your item number, just in case we've got somebody who wants to go real extra special here with this one. That is the way you get it right there. And how about a bangle that's hinged? That's nice. Hinged on one side, it opens up on the other. It's got 2 figure-8 safeties. That's a very big Russian Demantoid. It's a carat 43. It's not going to stop me from discounting it. Diamonds that go around it are 30 points as well. So you've got your 30 points in your halo there. Looking good, doesn't it? We still have Tanzanite drops if you want to see them. We had some earlier too. We've got some great options, and let us know on request because we have 26 minutes still to go. But this bangle's got to go first, and it's not going to be $99.99. I do want to try it on for you. Let me just unfasten those figure 8s. Couldn't be easier to open on up. You've got a button on the side. You simply press it down, then you latch it closed. It's for an average size wrist. That's what it looks like from a distance. You can really see the ample size of that stone. And again, this is how you open it up. There's a little textured button here. You push that down, and when you do, it's an awkward angle for me when it's on TV, but you push it down, it opens up, and then you're going to go ahead and just have that easy on, easy off capability. But there is only one. Okay, we're leaving it on the wrist for a minute. It's very secure, very secure. And it's not going to be $49.99. There's 50% off. Boy, that's another one that's going to have that horsetail inclusion. Look through your loop. Check out the horsetail inclusion, that natural Bezelite inclusion that authenticates it as a Russian origin stone. And it's not even $49.99. It is $3,999 with an extra $400 plus coming off that price. So beautiful way to go if you'd like it. In the yellow now. Hey, we're even going to change the gold color on the bangle if you want it. And you just saw the ring in the white gold. That was a Demantoid in white gold. So if you liked that look, we can do that for you. That's no problem. Make it happen. Here it is again, close up one more time. Let me make sure I've polished all my fingerprints off of it for you. Here it is one more time. Truly remarkable to have a nearly carat and a half Russian Demantoid that is going to be down to a price tag of only $35.59. Do we need fire opals? Oh, I've got a big Kunzite, by the way. Big time Kunzite. We have also a really good size ruby. That's Valentine's ready, I would say. We've got a big time ruby here I'm going to show you next. It's $24.99 is the, rather $42.99. It's a item number, not a price tag. So good news there. Good news. $42.99 is coming up next with our big time ruby. Demantoid bangles here. Here is the highway design. But sometimes that's just gold and diamonds. Here we add the big carat and a half almost in the ruby. So 4299 is the number. Take a look at this amazing rows of gold and diamonds. 2 rows in diamonds, 2 bands in gold. They sort of intersect or overlap, if you will. And it's going to be our 142 ruby out of Burma. Big, beautiful red color. That's what we want to see. We want the reds. We want the secondary of blue as well. Tony. Oh, yeah. That's just too funny, Tone. Oh, Tone. All right, here we go. Oh, here we are with the 142, 35 points in diamonds, and it stays as is in the yellow gold. And actually, it's two-tone because your diamonds are in white. See that? We did the rhodium underneath the diamond. So it almost looks as if two separate rings are somehow interlocking here, and yet it's going to go because it's our lowest price of all time by far, by a long way. This one's still not $49.99. We're going to take it a lot lower. Hey, Alan. Alan's with us tonight. Alan, did you have a good time in Texas? I think, were the boys allowed on the birthday trip? Is that what I'm hearing? Boys were allowed? Alan, welcome back. I think you were in Texas. Welcome back. I assume you're back home now. And hey, Julie. Hey there. All right, so guys, we're going to do this one a lot better than even $49, $39, $29. It is not going to be, I don't even like $19.99. The way we're moving with these 23 minutes left, we got to move a lot more jewelry. We will. Let's keep it going. Let's go for the major values as we've been doing all night and make this one only $1,799. It'll make it $1,601 when you get that said and done with your discount. So $1,600 is really what you're paying there. So it does not get better on a carat 42, and here's what it looks like on the hand. And it stays as is, which is great because you have two-tone gold. So if you're like me and you wear both colors of gold, or you like to have white metals and yellow metals on different days, well, this is the ring that you're always wearing because it ties it all together. It brings them all together. We have 22 minutes left in the show. I'm back with you tomorrow night again. We do it again. Same time, 5 to 8 Pacific time. For you guys on the East Coast, it's 8 to 11. For the Central time zone, it's 7 to 10. So we really hook you up, and we've got only a few days left of this event, so it is time to start shopping, or to finish shopping, really, because I know a lot of you have been shopping so far, and thank you to everybody who has been participating in this incredible event, from requests to shopping to just watching. We just appreciate you being with us and keeping us company so much. But look at that ruby. Super clarity. It can be right out to you in time for Valentine's Day, because obviously all we need to do is size it for you. There is a very important conch pearl as well. This is my favorite one we do because it's got a little something extra to it. And there's a lot of beautiful conch pearls we create, but this is by far the status symbol of conch pearls because, well, it's got champagne diamonds in princess cuts, set with the white diamond princess cuts, all invisibly so. It's 1125937, and that is a beautiful conch pearl that's about as flawless as it gets, in very consistent colorways, platinum setting, carat 74, so it's one of our bigger ones. I think that's our third largest we've ever had, as a matter of fact. I have a 405 floating around, I had a 235, and now the carat 74 coming out to play. Unmistakable band, though. Look how first of all, you can tell it's a heavy piece of platinum, but then your total diamond weights, 70 points in the champagnes, consistent and matched to perfection. 30 points in the white diamond, so exactly 1 carat overall, and one of the rarest stones. And we were just talking about Demantoid as being so rare. There's a lot of rare stones on this earth. Mother Nature and the earth has blessed us with many specialty gems. Really, anything that comes from the earth is considered special because it's natural, and natural gemstones are something to really marvel at. It's why they're collectible, it's why they're valuable, it's why they're great investment pieces. But there are certain stones like the conch pearl that are actually a bit different from earth mined because they're organic. They come out of those large queen conch shells, which are those large sea snail shells that you only find really on the beaches of the Caribbean. So imagine that. And I thought there were just pirates there, pirates and rum and adventure. But no, you find the big queen conch shells. And think about if you got about 10,000 of them, you generally get 1 pearl per 10,000 shells. So it is limited, it is rare, it is special. And now we've got it looking good here in a nearly 2 carat size, and a new price on this one instead of $89.99. Huge value on our bigger conch pearl, and thank you so much. Another Burma ruby's coming out, even bigger. Who's that for? Renee, we got your ruby coming up next. But if you'd like the queen conch pearl out of the queen conch shell in this great color that looks like this on the hand, we're going to make this awfully easy right here and now. And this is the way it looks with those walls of platinum from the side profile. You see how that elevates up off the hand a bit, looking amazing. Well, it is not going to be $89.99. You got a better value coming up. And again, this is one of our bigger values. These don't stick around. And this is a huge stone. That makes all the difference in the world. Do you know that out of what they mine, I should say harvest, what they get out of those shells, that 1 out of every 10,000 roughly, out of all the queen conch pearls, you get about 1% that are gemmy quality. So this is a very rare stone, to say the least. And it's not going to be even $5,000 or even $4,000. We're going to make it $39.99, and for the first time, that's going to come down to an additional 11% off. That makes it $36.69, and I hope you'll grab it because that's a very, very important piece to own in that size for that price. And $35.59 rather. I was wrong on my price. I'm not giving you enough discount. That's $35.59 The second I said it, and I knew it was wrong. So here we are. Last call on that one. The major 2 carat. We're going to get you a great request, Renee. It's a 2 carat 03. Yes. Hi. Where in California is Mark calling us from? Oh, really? That sounds like a fabulous place. And what was Mark shopping for? Fantastic. Well, what a beautiful way to start your collection, Mark. And thank you so much. Welcome from California. Thank you so, so much. And welcome to our show. Thank you for shopping this event tonight with us. And take a look here, Renee. And for anybody who would like a major ruby, it just is perfection. Let me see if I can give it a better polish. It's 112-6347. That is a 203. We already have the carat 43. Now we're going up to the next threshold here. Over 2 carats in size, pear-shaped cutting, and it's still from Burma. And it's a 203 with a carat 47 in diamonds. That's one of our bigger diamond mountings we do. So that doesn't happen accidentally, as I say. That's always important to remember, that we don't just throw in accidentally a carat and a half in VS diamonds. It's got to be an important stone. I've only had this mounting with a few stones. It was Paraíba, yellow diamond, and when it's a Paraíba or a yellow diamond that's 2 carats plus, that's quite sizable. So here we are with our 203, carat 47. Yes, it's finished on the inside all the way through. It was $99.99, Renee, last time we saw it. And it's 112-6347. Is that not gorgeous? The way this is, it's funny, I was referencing red diamonds earlier, talking about what is generally considered the rarest stone in the world is a natural red diamond. It's the look of a natural red diamond here, but from a stone that doesn't usually have any similarities to diamond. And that is because instead of being opaque and foggy and hazy, it's clean and very bright. And what that's doing is allowing it to sparkle, essentially, be lively and sparkling and brilliant and beautiful. Oh goodness, okay. We've got our gals and guys still in Texas. I thought you guys were coming back today. Okay. So they're driving back. Oh, wowza. Okay, that's a long drive. I've done it. It's a long drive. It's a long flight. Tell you what, guys, we're going to make this really, really easy for you. Not $99.99. I'm not going to do that. I know that was the last time we saw it. Renee, are you loving it, or is anybody else digging the 203? Mogok, Burma's best. Let's make it easier. Not $5, not $4, not $39.99 out of our private collection. Otherwise, it's kind of tough to get Burma anything right now. It's been under sanction for most of the last 2 decades. If you've heard of the Burma Jade Act, it was a political sanction, and it was a smart one. I'm not going to get into politics. We don't talk about that, but I will say this was a sanction that was the better part of 2 decades as a reaction to just Myanmar and what's going on politically there. But it is of no matter, because that has, yes, shifted the values of things out of Burma. But it doesn't matter here, because we've had this stone in our collection here for a lot longer than TVON's been around. And so that's part of why we can give you values like this, and it's not going to be $39 or $38. Oh, no, it is not. We're making this $3,799. And then an additional right around $400 extra off that price. So might as well take it. It is only $133.81 is your price tag. Again, let me remind you about the undergallery that happens all the way through the inside of that ring. You can still change the gold color if you want to, although yellow gold and ruby red together are just a match made in heaven. If it were in food, it would probably be peanut butter and chocolate, and that is gone. Congratulations. Well done. I do want to point out this very high-end designer pendant that we have that is a emerald cut. It feels like a symphony of emerald cuts. It's Kunzite at its best variety, and it's aqua in its best variety, and you put them together and it's another combo that just is singing. It just looks beautiful. 112-6554, your item number here, in an east to west set pendant. So you get a stack, It's like a double-decker bus of bright, beautiful aqua at the top and an 1811 Kunzite at the base. The bale is where the aqua is. So the basket behind the aqua is your bale. And so you're going to slip your favorite chain right through it. And still with this east-west setting, it's still 3/4 of an inch high, top to bottom. So it's got some size to it, no doubt about it. And thank you so much on that ruby. Let me know who got it. Here's what this one looks like from a distance away. Want to show you all the ins and outs and the details here. Here's what it looks like. Oh, the color just does not quit. Neon and neon. Brightest and best of the blue beryl, next to the very, very brightest and best of this really what is typically a very light pink color. And we have one, and I want to show it to you on as well, just so you can see on a neckline what to imagine here. And let me get a step back for some focus here. How beautiful, right? And it could be worn higher or lower. It just depends on the length of the chain you're going to put it on. So whether you're wearing it here, against a lighter color, a darker color, wow, look at that, against a skin tone. Let's go back to it's reading as like pure purple, isn't it? It's amazing. That's what we like about our beautiful, rich Afghan Kunzites. And no active mining happening for some time. So this is really kind of it just might as well be extinct when you talk about this variety. I'm trying not to touch the front of the stone, but look at that. That's just wild. We'll make it easy. First caller gets it. Should be $69.99. A lot better price tag tonight for our last 12 minutes. Yikes. 12 minutes to go. How can we help you? It's Thursday, coming to an end. Oh, was it? Thank you, Renee. Thank you and enjoy. Enjoy that ruby. I know you will. This one's going to be a new markdown. We're going to make it $2,999. You get an extra $300 plus off. It'll be $26.69. And if you have any requests to see something again, we've had 2 hours and 48 minutes and 20 seconds on the air tonight. So if there's anything we can show you again, I do want to remind you, since I know we weren't broadcasting for a first little bit, I want to show you some of the pieces that were early because you wouldn't have seen those. And then we have also we have a diamond hoop here. We had 2 different diamond hoops today in inside-out styles. We had our 3 carats and 3/12s, and then we also had the 1 carat 05s. I did have this Panther design with rubies and diamonds in 18 karat gold, and that Panther piece is actually $9.99, so it's really only $8.89 and change if you'd like this new Panther design. It was first on the air about 3 hours ago, so that's a really cool under $1,000 Panther piece. Someone's got to get this Kunzite aqua though. That is just a combination that is second to none. And how about a really, let's just give away an emerald real quick. I'm thinking back to what we haven't had in the show. There hasn't been much in the way of emeralds, so let's get you an emerald and platinum. 112-7490 is here. This is pretty. It's like a stack of, first of all, the emerald, more square to this emerald cut style. It's 112-7490. And again, get requests in. Also, we had the nail bangle and the nail ring. They were here on discount earlier today. So this is where, again, you've had some really not just iconic one-of-a-kinds, but some classic pieces at their best prices ever. Here's our platinum emerald with a 74-point Asher cut. It just means square emerald cut in this case. And then you got 52 points in diamonds. And we're going to make this really simple and easy. And yep, it's going to go on the way. You have the combination of the baguettes and the rounds together here. And we'll get our wheel fired back up, I hope. Let's keep it moving here. Come on, wheel, you got 10 more minutes. Hang in there. And this is what it looks like on the hand. It's going to be a major, major value. It is, let's see, $49.99. Let's skip that. And look at that glow from a distance away. Look what that does. It's the almighty emerald. When they get into that rich Muzo Colombian mine material, there's nothing quite like it. The glow it has is second to none. Look how clean, look how bright. Got both the rounds and the baguettes together. Stays in platinum. We'll size it for you gladly. It's going to be under $2,000. Sorry, it's a teeny size right now. I shouldn't have put it on. It's a little smaller than I wear. It's a 5. But here's what we've got for you. Better than even $19.99. Huge value, one only. That's it. The piece you see is the piece you get. And we're going to make it a whole lot easier than even $49.39, $29.19. I promise that. Even $1,500 is too much. I'll blow it out right now. If you want to get that one, I'll make it $1,399 only. If you'd rather have an oval shape, still an emerald cut stone, we have this one too. This one's going to be even bigger diamonds. Take a look at this. Bigger diamonds, also in platinum. Let me give you a bigger stone here as well. That's going to be item number 1127106. That would be the platinum with a 94 pointer. So we're going to get real close to 1 carat in size this time around, and bright as can be. I think maybe you want this one. Given the choice of the two, I would take this one all day. Still in platinum. It's a 94-point stone, glowing and gleaming like no other. Then you have 76 points in huge diamonds individually, but it's classic. It is a halo design, or the ballerina design as we call it in the industry, and it's only going to be $1,799, which makes it $1,601. So it's basically a $1,600 deal. And that one I'd rather see for $200 extra beyond the last one. I would say this one's your bigger and better stone by far. So it's bigger diamonds, it's bigger stone material. Obviously, it's going to look 2 carats when you have it on, which I'll show you now. It may not go on the hand either. That one's a little smaller, but take a look at this on the hand just to see it from a distance away and watch that stone shine. That emerald is doing what in a perfect world every emerald would do, but we know the reality is that they typically don't. They're usually just completely opaque and cloudy, and this one is not. This one is bright and beautiful and super clean. So with the huge diamonds with it as well. And then if we can give away anything else for you, well, I got a little bottom of the hour last finale special. Look at this. I brought out the 1 carat diamonds by the yard last night, and it was very popular. But at the same time, I like to show you what is actually my very favorite in our diamonds by the yard style, because it's actually what I call the DDBTY. That's because these diamonds are dangling from the chain and not in the chain. Does that make sense? It's a little finale for the end of the night. It was 24 hours ago I was showing you a 1 carat diamonds by the yard that went with basically a carat in diamonds. Well, this is also a carat, but it's actually going to be 16, 17, and 18 inches. The difference is it's like having 9 individual diamond solitaires in pendants, all freely dancing from this necklace. So here's what we're going to do. It's 1115147. If you don't like the idea of a diamonds by the yard flipping and turning all the time, where sometimes you see your diamonds from the front and sometimes you see them from the back, this is your solution. There are 9 individual stones. They're all going to basically use your neckline as its background, and that's going to be the way that they sit, perfectly centered up. And just as long as you look at it first, that's the back, that's the front, make sure you put it on the right way, and then they're all going to stay facing forward with the open part of the bezel in the front. This is still a carat in diamonds. You've probably done the math. They're over 10 points a piece because they're only 9 stones. Right? If there were 10 stones, they'd be 10 points apiece, but there are only 9 stones. I'm showing you all of them. They start here and go to here. Why do they not go through the back? Well, they're not going to sit properly if they're in the very back of your neckline. No one's going to see them anyways. So you've got them basically 3/4 of the way around the necklace. You've got each one bezel set. You've got your adjustability and your fancy closure here of the lobster claw. You've got all the different lengths, which I'm going to show it to you on, because this is how it's going to look at a 16-inch, and I'm wearing it a tad bit higher, but I want you to see from a distance away what to expect here with the sizes of those diamonds. And when it's on, you see how they're going to go from one part of the neckline to the other. They're designed to go from here to here, so that all you see are those diamonds. It looks like they keep going around and around and around, but you're not paying for diamonds you're never going to see. And there are 9 individual stones, and this is the day to get it. And if you're shopping for Valentine's Day or Mother's Day early or whatever the occasion may be, birthdays, anniversaries, or just because it's a Thursday, and because you're shopping the best values we do, here's how you get the dangling diamonds by the yard. That beautiful fringy look, and white, yellow, or rose gold with even bigger diamonds to it. And it's not going to be that, oh, that new price that's coming your way next time we see it. These are huge diamonds, and the bezel sets make them look even larger. And the fact is, we're going to make this even better. And those diamonds are each about 11 points apiece. I would say if you're looking for a great reason to get it, you're talking about 11 is the number. This is our 11% off sale for 11 days. We're 6 days in, about to be wrapped up with day 6. Here's your chance to get the 11-point diamonds. Technically, they're like 11.11111111, and it's the perfect night to get it. It's our grand finale of our show. We have 4 minutes left, and you absolutely need to have this necklace if you don't have one yet. And if you do, you might think about getting another because it looks amazing layered. And it's an amazing gift idea. And it's not going to be that $29.99 we expect it to be going forward either. It's even better. And you'll get 11% off. And you've got literally 4 minutes left to shop anything. tonight at 11% off. But it's also not going to be $2,000 or $1,000. This is the piece to get. It is going to be only $999 plus you get over $100 extra saved just for shopping it tonight. $889.11 for what are 11-point diamonds. Evenly all the way through that 3/4 of the way around the necklace with the 3 adjustable lengths. That's what makes gift giving such a breeze, because no matter what length she likes to wear, or if you're adjusting per the neckline, you got the chance to get it. And it's $889.11. Jason, did you have a question? Or are you thinking about something from earlier or want to see something again? Yes, you can get that. Do you need to see it again?
If they can get the chain,
Uh-huh.
like the mounting as different gold colors.
What? Say it again? You want to get a different gold color? Yes.
They get like where the diamond is.
I see. You want two-tone. I don't know. Check with our operator. I'm not sure. Check with someone in the inventory / jewelry department. I don't think we usually do that, but we might be able to special order it for you. Maybe. That's a good question. Take a look. Never done it before, but take a look. There it is, and busy, 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 busy. Yeah, that's an understatement. This is what I did last night. We were here, what were we, 30 minutes after we went off the air taking orders on DB2Ys. This is a different one. This is the one where they dangle and they drop from the chain. So it's more like 9 individual diamond pendants. And they always sit. That's what I love about it. I'm someone who's a little, perfectionist type A. I don't like the diamonds by the yard. If they're flipping, I like to see the front. You will always see the front. Assuming you put it on the proper way to start, they're going to drape down perfectly from the neckline so that you're always seeing the front of your diamond. We have 2, 3 white golds already gone. White gold is extremely popular. Remember, they're bezel set, so those 11-point diamonds look even larger than they are. And we have a final 2 minutes to go to shop anything tonight that you've seen, because once they go, they go. Tomorrow night, I'm back with you at the same time, 5 to 8 Pacific time. That's 8 to 11 Eastern time. We do it again for our big Friday night. Make sure you join us where you're watching us now on TV or online, TVON.com, Facebook, or YouTube. And we will be able to give you the most incredible kickoff to the weekend. It's the kickoff to a very important and specialty and fun weekend ahead. So, and it'll be our final weekend of this event as well. So please, please, please make plans to be with us tomorrow night, 5 to 8, Saturday and Sunday mornings. We'll have your pre-party on Sunday. I love it. It's my favorite show of the entire year. I love it. I love being with you on our pre-game party here together. So we'll do that on Sunday. Yes, we will be here. So very excited about that. The sale will continue, but with items you haven't seen yet or your request. So here we are in our final minute to go, and every line is locked. Jason's taken something from earlier. He's taken the 51-point bezel set diamond solitaire necklace, but we have a lot of you picking up the dangling diamonds by the yard, which will be $889.11. And again, they're 11-point plus diamonds as well. So you've got the perfect piece to honor this celebration and this event that has been our #1. Doesn't get any better in the value. It's 11 days. It started on the 1st. It's ending on the 11th. It's 11 days with 11% off. We are now finishing with day 6, which means we have 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. That's it. 5 more days to go. I'll be with you for the next 3. Can't wait. We'll celebrate. Join me tomorrow night at 5. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. Our big Friday night weekend kickoff, and we call it Club TVON. So make sure you're here to be a part of it, because you're all exclusively invited to the wonderful party that is our Friday nights together, and we'll continue this event. Thank you so much for watching and shopping one and all here tonight. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. And from all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow at 5.